No, not really. Why?
I was just curious.
No, I'm like all about it right now.
You didn't show up with
About
your
it?
mom at
About
all
it.
the past few days. I was worried about you.
Oh, I have been sleeping in a lot.
Ian, you look good, and I can't tell why. I know you got a haircut.
He's
but
not
also
sick
did
right
you
now.
grow out your facial hair?
No, he hasn't shaved.
No, I don't.
You-
I only,
your face
I
looks
shave,
different,
yeah,
but I can't
oh
figure
yeah,
out
because
how.
the beard is gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
you look good.
Yeah,
you look good.
Yeah,
Looks good.
I shave it to stubble because I don't like my bare face.
It's
Feels
good.
exposed.
It's good.
It's not
Very
the, it's not the
handsome.
exposure. It's I think I see too much of my dad.
No, but it works. Don't
And
let her
it-
call you a baby man.
what
It's
would
better.
Meryl-
You look
I do
great.
have a real baby face.
No.
So what would
I mean
Meryl
when
feel
he.
about a bare face?
When it's
Huh?
clean.
Oh, when it's clean.
How
Yeah,
Meryl
it's
feel
a
about
baby
a bare
head.
I don't know how
face?
Meryl feels about that.
Meryl feels
She
about a
like-
male
A
face.
bare face.
Meryl would not like me because I'm human. So there's that.
Racist.
The end.
You know?
This is a very
Definitely
racist
time. Let me check my watch. Travis got a fancy
Who wants
watch
to
for
recap?
Christmas.
Oh damn! That thing looks nice. Can I see? Can I see? Can I see?
The last thing that
Leather strap
happened
there. Oh yeah.
is we got our land.
Finally got some time. in my
This
hands.
would be a good one.
Actually,
Alright, let's begin.
Whoops. Okay, yeah. So who wants to recap?
the very
I
last
mean,
thing
if
that
you
happened
look
is
shit, yeah,
you
so
threw
it
the
doesn't
orb
matter,
in front
yeah.
of.
Oh shit. Oh, what do I have to say? What do I get? Inspiration, bro.
Rusty,
Oh, yeah.
What
I
is
think
it?
I
Rusty
remind you.
Tyler?
So you pulled the orb out
something like
and
that.
rolled it in
I don't
front
even
of
know what
Pokey,
inspiration
putting him into a trance, and Ash also sees the orb but quickly
It's a
looks away.
We're live. Oh, it's a reroll.
Because I'm smart.
Yep. Quick thinking.
Alright, we got our tower.
Yep, we have our land,
Tyler.
and there's a fight
Oh
that
my
was gonna
gosh.
happen, but you.
Our tower.
Yeah, we got a tower. Yeah,
Tyler.
we should probably get our horses and put them in the stable.
It's for
Is
you.
the internet down?
I didn't need that D6 anyways, bro.
Oh yeah, so how do I
You don't
how do I
skip attack.
see like the comments that are happening?
You don't skip it.
What's that?
Butt munch. 666.
Oh, okay.
Butt munch
Butt munch
666.
We're on.
666.
Is that your
on.
password?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
So I just click on it and then I
Yep.
see stuff that happens.
Rebecca and I listened to a
Right.
lot of Gorillas today, and we noticed that they like to say ass crack a lot. Anyways.
Ass crack is a good phrase.
It is! That's what we were talking about.
Much
for a
better than
while.
butt cleft.
So recap.
I disagree.
We
You got Travis on that one.
Is that why it's called a
we
cleft
dropped
chin?
Gregor's ass
Yes.
off with
No, it's not
Lorax.
why.
No, that's why it's
No,
called
I'm
butt chin.
definitely going
That's
for
a, that was
yeah.
a big
But they
thing.
call it, but no, it's technically a cleft chin.
Yes.
Yeah, because of butt.
The crimson chin.
It's the hero
Yes,
chin.
that's- From now on.
No, I
that's-
like it.
The kind
It's a chin butt.
It's very characteristic.
Missing muscles.
Oh shit, we're shooting.
I'm about it.
So
Just a
you,
little bit.
I think last session it started off with you guys being attacked by zombie deer.
Yep, zombie deer.
Yep.
There was
And
definitely zombie deer.
Multiple-headed zombie deer with acid blood.
And did anybody take anything away from that? Any?
No.
He wanted to grab deer horns. and
You
I'm
mean
pretty
like-
sure he
you mean
did.
like-
they
no, you
melted
mean
into
like
the ground
in our
and were
brains?
acid. No, did anyone take anything away from that, like physically,
Oh,
like literally?
yes.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Did
grabbed
you
he
take
grabbed
some?
deer antlers. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
grabbed
I'm pretty
deer
emotional.
antlers.
I'm
Great.
Yeah, he took as much antlers as he could.
He did take that one antler that he put
Fire
out. The acid
was
off the-
semi-successful.
The what?
Fire. Against.
In general.
No, he meant like
Just in general.
he meant physically. Did we take anything physically
no,
away from
no. He mean Baldur grabbed some deer.
I learned
I'm pretty
many
that was about
lessons.
it.
Wait, what fire was successful?
She just means in damage terms against the creatures, even though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you meant like did we actually
Yes.
see
Yeah,
anything?
he wasn't talking about like
Oh,
like
okay.
like.
Or
What did
takeaway.
you learn?
What did you learn?
Or takeaways from that too. Actually, that's helpful too.
Well, we figured out it was probably the Oni that sent that shit against
Oh
us.
yeah. Well, I think yeah.
If you want to go for that kind of takeaway.
Yeah, there was a smiley face again.
Yeah, we had the thing with
I lost
Yoni. We
all
hung out.
my
We
notes.
hung out for an hour in the rope trick room.
Oh my
And then we
gosh.
woke up and with gravity being a thing.
So sleepy.
John Warwick stole Dragon Egg and then ran away.
Oh
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
way before though.
No, it was the
No,
same
this
session.
No, that
same
was
session.
yeah.
Right
Same
after
session,
the
but-
deer battle, you found out that John Warwick was nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he stole the egg.
They say, yo, check your packs.
But right
still have
here,
yours.
after we
Duh.
before we climbed the rope, I have that John Warwick is with us.
Yeah.
In spirit.
Yeah, no.
No, I
It was
killed that.
near
We fought the deer first. Then we went into the rope.
Then we fell out.
And
Then,
then we
went
fell
back
out. And
to
then we went
sleep.
back to sleep. And then we dropped off.
And I didn't check my
Where's the
bag
fight
until
with
he
the
was already gone. So
the
Yeah.
thing?
whenever he took
Yeah.
it, was
Order of
already gone.
operation.
Just bring the rope
Order
into
him
the
Deer
the boy
fight.
these guys stuck.
Deer fight. Rope trip. Gravity, and then we decided to ride like lunatics for a day and a half to Orax's lair, drop off Gregor, and then we got a tower.
I'm sleep
That's
deprived and have
really
disadvantage on all skill checks.
Yep.
You're gonna go crazy. I
Yep.
mean, you're already probably
One
crazy.
point of
That was the end of
exhaustion.
it, wasn't it?
Because you were, as far as I remember, pushing it as far as you could.
Oh,
Disability
Yeah.
on all ability checks. You disabled, buddy.
That's the end of it, right?
Tired boy one.
You actually lost your point of exhaustion during the
Yeah,
nice
all this
warm meal
information.
that you guys had with the mayor, where she told you that she would be holding a town hall meeting in the evening and that you guys were invited. And then you guys went to go. She said that you were rewarded a the Alkai ruins. Which they kind of spruced up for you a little bit, like a little patchwork. They kind of put it back together. It's not fully done, so it's pretty empty.
3/4 of the way.
Yeah, but there's as you arrived, there were people there kind of working on it, and there was patchwork put together. And then Ash and Pokey were about to have it out. He was just taking off his armor, and as he did, Wyla took out that weird ball you guys found and dropped it on the ground. Ash was able to mentally snap out of it, where
Not what I wanted.
Pokey was not.
Not what I wanted.
Pokey was caught up in the magic, and so with his armor kind of like half taken off, he just started walking towards it to pick it up. And that's where we ended the last session.
Yep.
Clutch.
Me and Baldric are walking down a corridor.
That's right.
You guys hadn't quite gotten there yet. You planned to go walking down
Yeah.
the corridor. And what corridor was that?
He's checking out the building, right?
West.
You're checking
Oh
out
yeah,
the,
I wanted to
the-
know about the stonework and
And
stuff.
I was like, that
Yeah.
sounds cool.
And you said that it was like, it was old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was old. You recognized it as sort of dwarven working.
Yeah.
Meryl is still obsessing over the vegetable festival.
Just so you guys know, this is what your new home looks like.
Oh my god, it's
Nice.
beautiful.
It's cute.
I like it.
Looks good.
Aw.
Super cute.
Adorable.
It's like that tower I just built. When I was doing this
Hey,
thing.
no one's watching.
How many?
Oh, no
watching.
Renee and Jay this time.
Just for my interest, how tall is the tower? Like how many floors?
You
Are,
can pass it around.
no, like how many floors are on the tower?
Oh, you'll
14,000.
you'll get an outline once you guys.
I'll cast a
Go and
spell.
check it
It'll be
out.
like infinite floors.
4.5.
Looks like 5.
But
I don't know. No, I'm making sure that they
Yeah.
that the everyone can see. And they can
oh,
It looks like there's like a.
pitch it.
Did you draw to that?
Under.
Yes, 100% ye.
100% no.
Oh, you didn't draw to
I
that?
did not have time to draw one,
That's okay.
so I took someone else's drawing.
What the hell, Travis? Are you even committed to this?
Breaks.
See ya.
What'd you say the name of it was?
Mark, go ahead, take 2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, you just said a name of it. You never said it before. What's the name of the place?
Oh, I did say it before. The Alkai ruins.
Yeah.
It's on the map
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm silly.
that I passed
How do
around.
you spell it?
Just
Like
because you didn't write it down didn't,
Yeah, like
doesn't mean
Alkai
you didn't
Beach.
say it.
I would have.
I've got it recorded, so.
Yeah, I remember it.
Alkai?
Yeah.
Ruins.
So
Oh,
they
it
were
was like
called
a
the
cute
Alkai
creatures
ruins.
Swing around
Because
the lamps.
it was Alkai Tower. But
When we're
falling
done
apart.
with it.
you guys can keep the name or name it whatever you want, because it has been gifted to you, the parcel.
Yeah,
of
don't
land.
worry. Baldric will come up with a fucking name for it. I'm
I
sure.
got this.
You have one guess.
Order
the Tower of
The
the
Tower
Mask.
of the Mask, exactly.
I like it.
It's cute.
Okay.
Cute tower.
So at this very moment now, you guys are kind of standing around in a semicircle as this tabaxi that is half disrobed kind of has this vacant look in his eyes as he walks towards this rolling ball that's going across the grass next to the tower.
Oh, we're outside.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
I am gonna go inside.
You're talking about
Tower.
Pokey?
I'm out of here.
Yes.
Bananas. Fuck no. All right, that's fine with me.
All right.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm out of here with this ball thing.
All right. As you walk away to go look at the tower, Pokey picks up the ball off the ground, brings it up in his paws, and just stares at it.
Who? So is everyone else still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were inspecting.
Oh,
It's me,
These guys.
Rahazara.
We
And
haven't seen
Banana,
that 'cause
but
I was
Banana
running
just went
shit
into the
anymore.
tower. Oh, and Malarkey. But those two are gone.
And
So,
I'm here too.
so us three, because Banana just left.
Okay, I just want to
Four,
go
'cause
inside.
Ash is there
and
too.
make cool shit.
Ash is there too. Sorry.
Preparing
Yes.
to slaughter.
Yeah. Well,
Everyone's watching the Pokeball.
Yeah. I
Oh
made
my
it.
god.
Good.
You had the ball the whole
Except for
time.
me, I'd be
The whole time.
freaking out.
Ta-da!
So,
Sneaky, sneaky.
yeah. The sad part is that I made a roll to determine whether or not I was going to handle this healthily or not healthily, and I did well. So he's just focusing on the ball, right? That's it.
Yeah, he's just standing there, balling paws, his armor kind of half hanging off.
I am. You said you had a crossbow with him?
Yes.
First things
He
first.
did unhook it, so
Yeah.
as you guys were getting up and ready to battle, he kind of
Yeah.
unsheathed his weapon, unhooked his crossbow through to the
Uh,
ground. He was about to unhook his armor so you guys could
Yeah.
fist fight. And
It was never gonna be a fist fight. I was with Brian.
Magic user.
But since he's not paying attention right now, and I rolled high on being responsible,
Open hands.
it was gonna be. There's a chance that it was gonna be bad.
You could strip
his
stuff.
I am going to go take his crossbow off of his person or wherever it
Awesome.
landed up,
okay, you're gonna go.
and
take
I'm
it
gonna
off of
go
him.
ahead and chuck it in the bag of holding. And
Hello.
I'm gonna take just a little bit of time to kind of just monitor how he's acting, because I actually didn't see much of them reacting to it other than like the tail end of things. Yeah, I wonder if Pokey. I'm wondering if you can even hear me, Pokey.
He's just staring into the ball in a trance.
I take out my like quill and like writing implements that I use for basically like putting spells into my spell book, and I write out this note that's basically telling him that he's a fucking tool and that he does nothing but hurts his own cause by acting the way that he is, and if I wanted to I could kill him in a second. But I'm gonna be the bigger person and work towards progress.
Proud of you.
And this is going to be the last chance he has on that level.
This is what I was hoping for.
Because if this happens again, it's not going to be
Free
feasible.
kill.
And if he wants to see progress, if he is friends
Well, he
with
did
Gregor and he
roll
gives a
for
shit
it.
about any of this,
Hoping
he's
it
going
was
to
bad.
maybe be a bit more amenable to being like progressive and happy about dealing with shit instead of being a fucking twat. And write all this shit
I
down.
brought it home.
I shove it on his like in his vest or whatever thing that's on him,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna leave him there with the ball. I don't really give a shit about the ball.
All right. Well, the other three of you.
I mean, I don't want to go near it. My instincts to like grab it out of his hands to help him get away from it, but like I'm wise enough to know that's not a good idea.
See what happens.
So I would like to just explore our new land.
All right. So you're going over to the keep. Is that where you're going to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are we just leaving him there?
We
with
got
the
a new
ball?
house.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you
think
got-
he's gonna go anywhere.
You
Yeah,
guys
wait,
are all,
but-
so everyone's just leaving Pokey with the ball for now.
Yeah,
All right.
he's occupied.
one of the other things I'd consider is using Mage Hand to like legitimately like a cat toy,
Well,
and
there's-
just like leading him up the tower and then holding it off the tower ledge and just letting him jump for it.
There's one of
Go
these
get it.
for each of you as you explore the keep.
If I had rolled
New
low,
bedrooms.
I would
Oh
have
my
immediately
God, I get to pick my
fireballed
own
twice.
room.
I was fucking looking forward to that, but I rolled high, so.
Secret tool.
Did you draw or photocopy?
It looks
This
like
I-
summer
No, I
drawings and
photocopied
summer
my
photocopies.
drawing.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm like, Travis, holy shit.
I'm not insane.
Not totally.
Ish.
Although I do need that jar of pens and pencils that you just reminded me.
So guys,
Also, the jar of dice.
Travis has
So, as you guys approach, you do see the main entrance, and as you kind of walk around, you see the tower. You see a sort of staircase that goes down towards a basement area. You guys walk underneath the awning and through the two front doors into the main floor. And you see that it's mostly empty. There's a few people inside working on things. Just kind of like tidying things up, repairing broken walls. There's a few places where light comes through, but it looks like they've done a pretty good job of keeping it sturdy. And as you walk around through the different floors of the tower, you notice that each one has sort of unique properties. On the map that you guys can see, basically anything that has squigglies is a window or a view from outside. If it's not in a box, then it's just an open space. Anything that's just a plain rectangle that's empty is a door. All the stairs are on the sides, they're just lines with the little curvature. And then on the top, that says observation deck, and on the 4th floor, there's a little thing on the left-hand side of the circle, and in the center of the circle, that's a ladder. And anything that's just lines is just walls.
What about the 3 circle dots in the secret tunnel exit?
Those are to be explored.
Got it.
What about these little
Yeah, what about the
Dash.
thing in the middle?
the dash lines?
Oh, the dash lines, that's sort of the overhang if you look at the main
porch.
picture there. It's
Oh.
like the overhang to the two front doors.
Okay.
So I would like to claim a spot. I would like to have a spot with a window because I have a ranged weapon just in case. But other than that, I really don't care. I want to like make stuff in the tower.
Like have
I
an
wanna
arts
check
and
out the
crafts
base.
room
Make
in the
some
second
Yeah,
floor.
that's where I want to go.
Items. I just want to have a spot
I'm a dwarf,
to
I gotta
chill.
go underground.
Wait, where are you going?
No, I did it.
You're
Where
the
are you
basement kid.
Because I was going to the basement.
Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
Alright,
Paul
so
Brick and Raw basement kids.
as you two go out the front doors and around the side and down the grass path, you come to the bottom and there's like 2 wooden pillars and sort of like an alcove next to the main wall, the corner wall of the town. And underneath are a pair of doors that look, they're like, one of them's kind of like hanging off and the other one's there, but they look like really old, well-built doors that used to have glass in them. You open them up and the one on the left kind of falls almost off. And
You're
as
so
you
talented.
as you guys go inside, it's just cement. There's a large pillar in the center that looks like the sort of pillar that goes up through the entire
Like a
tower.
spine of this building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Buried.
it's pretty much empty with people in there kind of repairing things. As you guys go in, someone comes up and notices that the door has fallen and starts fixing that up too. The only thing in there is an old bookshelf that's in a bit of disrepair, but there's no books on it. And you can see that there's like sort of a black space behind it, and a small little mechanism on the shelf.
Let's check that out. I go pull the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna poke
Me.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
pull
go
the
ahead.
thing.
Rob pushes Baldric aside as they both walk towards it, runs
his head.
over,
Flatten
and and pulls back on this piece of stone, and the bookshelf itself kind of moves inward to a downward spiral staircase in a very narrow chamber.
Neat.
And as the two of you head down, you come down to this pitch black area.
We can
Secret
both see
tunnel
pretty
exit.
good in the dark.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure we can like light shit up. Yeah.
Well, I can.
So
I got
dark vision,
light
just so you
cantrip
guys
thing.
know, dark vision is not seeing in the dark.
No, it's
Alright.
Dark
like
vision is
And do-
is the ability to see.
as
and
if it
ob-
were.
It's basically the ability to see things like a shiny
Like a
object in the
cat.
dark. Like
Yeah.
if something was silver there, it would catch your eye from a distance that you wouldn't normally see it,
I have
and
it.
you can kind of see sort of grayscale, but you can't like see through darkness.
No,
It's
it just
still
says that it's like dim light. It says darkness as if dim light. So like,
Yeah.
if the lights were dim, that's about how.
But
good
if
it
there's
is.
no light, you can't see.
Exactly.
No, my dark vision is
Blue light
that.
cantrip.
Alright, so
Blue light.
as you
Yeah,
snap,
it's blue.
you snap your fingers, a sort of light blue flame hovers
Use
above
red light. It's less harsh on your eyes.
your hand, and everything turns this pale blue color, and you see this narrow tunnel where two people could stand shoulder to shoulder, and it comes up
Good thing you're only half a
to an
person.
arch
Yeah.
and goes back quite a ways. And as you walk down the tunnel, I assume that's what you're doing.
Yes.
As you walk down the tunnel to your right, you see these sort of carved out areas that are very small, like where someone could possibly stand. It looks like an area where people might have kept statues or gravestones. There is like a little pedestal made out of cement that is like perfectly rounded and seems to have stood the test of time with like dirt and crumbles and little bits of rock.
I wanna
Malarkey.
check that out.
Someone just popped into the chat and just said he loves your name.
What is? Oh, it's my drink.
Alright, yeah. Go over and do an investigation check.
It is amazing.
It's a lot. You should use this one.
Yeah, you see exactly what I described, but closer.
Neat. That's what it is.
Sweet. So you guys gonna continue down the hallway?
Yeah, we're.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. I'm fully
Yeah.
exploring
So-
right
Wait,
now.
we're in the secret tunnel? No.
No, I mean we.
Just
Just us
Leave
two.
it.
But I'm with Baldric.
When you get
At
to the
some
end
point.
of the tunnel, you see.
Maybe
a
I'm
s-
just staring at something
You
else.
shoulda. You shoulda like said some things.
I'm staring at something else then.
Yeah,
when
that's why I
you-
zoned out.
When you
happy
get
to
to
stare
the
at
end of
other
the tunnel, you see just an old wooden ladder with some like metal chains on it, kind of dangling from the ceiling, and just like this sort of area above it that looks like a ladder should go to, but it almost seems like it's just straight dirt.
You said there's like chains next to it?
Yeah, there's sort of chains hanging from a couple ends of it that look to be coming just out of the dirt, where this ladder just kind of goes up into a dirt ceiling.
Can I reach it? I'm like 5 feet tall.
I mean, you could go up there. You can climb 5 feet.
You're lighter than me,
I'm
so
a tall dwarf.
you should go
Really?
up because you're lighter than me. So you
I'm
should
impressed.
like.
Yeah,
let
I'll
me know.
go
I'm
pull
impressed by
on
the
him a
height
little
of this
bit.
dwarf.
Alright, you
I
start
was picturing something closer to 3.5.
He's not. He's not even a dwarf. He's just a fat, stumpy human.
I
Don't
use
tell anybody.
I use Mask of the I realized that I am nowhere near Baldric, and because I was staring at a wall or something, some painting or
Use
something.
Order of the Mask. Of
And I
the
use
Light.
Order of the Mask to detect the presence and location of a spellcaster, and I make my way to Baldric.
Use Order of the Mask.
Order
Absolutely.
of Mask. Mask of the Hair. I use my
No, no,
masky, my masky lasky, to find out where
So
Baldric
Order
is.
of the Mask to find
I have-
my
I
companions.
I have lost my small friend, and I would like to locate.
Determine which one of you
very
sorry
quickly my
saps
small
is
friend.
lying to me.
And I
That's
show
what
up.
my mask does.
Alright,
I show up right as he's doing whatever he's about to do.
So, you're climbing the ladder?
No, I'm pulling
He's
on those
falling down.
chains.
Okay, yeah, you pull on the chains,
Uh-huh.
and there's some sort of rustling, and some dirt is kind of like falling down
Like,
on
do
your
they
face.
pull down at all when I pull on them?
They don't have much give. They have like the smallest amount of give.
I'm gonna pull harder.
You pull harder, and things start shaking, and more dirt starts falling, and then just some of the dirt just kerplocks, puts out your light cantrip, it goes black.
Aww.
And your face is covered in dirt, and then your body's covered in dirt, just kind of like a little pile below you now.
Mhm.
And as you look up, the dirt looks flatter and more squarish.
Interesting.
About a 5-foot square.
Yeah. Alright. I guess I better turn my light cantrip back on.
Alright.
I will also cast another light cantrip.
And as you light your cantrip,
Perfect.
Just in case.
you see Meryl walking down the hallway with, and lighting up a light cantrip herself.
No way.
Okay.
While
From the
they're,
distance you wave, and she waves back.
While they're
disappeared so
doing that,
suddenly, I got
I
a
would
little
like to-
concerned.
examine the ladder and give
We're
it like
in-
kind of like a
Uncharted territory.
because the ladder's on the chain,
So
right?
yeah, when you check the ladder, it seems sturdy, almost like it's grown into where it is.
All right, so I'd like to start climbing it then.
All right, yeah, you climb up the ladder. It's a very short ladder. It's about 8 feet up. Nope, scratch that. It's about 15 feet up. You get up to the top, and you also see the very clean square, what appears to be a clean square of patchy dirt.
Ra, what's going on up there?
There's just a lot more of that clean, square, patchy dirt.
I would like to do a nature check on the patchy dirt. Does it look odd, or is it just patchy dirt?
It's like dense and
definitely
it's
dirt.
dense
Usually
and,
appear
and
this way.
square. So
Yeah,
like
dirt is
it's
I'm gonna do a nature check on the state of the dirt. 18.
It is dirty.
Dirty. I know
And
nothing of this
old.
dirt. This doesn't seem like old mystical dirt.
Nope.
Good.
It's the dirt.
Well, if this is the same as the dirt
Hard
down
to
here, then I'm
say.
sure it's.
Someone shaped that
just
dirt
dirt.
to be the way that it is.
Yep, it's just this shit is old,
Should
man.
we grow something out of it? I could
Like
I
weed?
could plant a good berry.
Should we grow weed?
In the
Good
ceiling?
boys grow
Now,
good plants.
plant
If
you.
they plant them.
Cannabis.
This would be a good place to
I've
find
never
out.
tried.
I guess.
I can just make them. I've never
Yeah.
actually tried to sprout one of these things.
I'm
I just-
pretty sure, yeah, they
They're
just
really-
Grows a hollow.
they grow
just-
out of people's hands.
They're so tasty and useful that.
Why don't you wipe the dirt off and see if there's anything in there?
Sure.
They actually
That's
can
not a
only
bad
be
idea.
conjured
I'll
because
try
they
and
were
wipe
hunted
the
to
dirt off
extinction
with
in
what?
The
Isn't it
square?
just a whole? Isn't it
So a
just a
voice
whole room?
rings out in your head.
I was just gonna
nowhere
say.
And tells you that, hey, maybe you should try the dirt. And
Try
being
the
the
dirt?
raw that you are, you're like,
Don't
You know what's funny about
you
that?
give it a punch,
I
and
have a little voice in my head as an orc. They have those like when they're feeling like ragey and reckless and shit. They get
Yeah.
voices in their head that are like, do
They're
this.
weird orc god.
They do that.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
an orc guy.
yeah, so your weird
Luckily.
orc god,
You are
straight
famous.
sounding a lot like
Banana.
Maya.
Banana.
banana.
You get all ragey and you punch the top, and then you get some give. You punch the top, and some more dirt falls off, and you feel wood on your.
I'm gonna
knuckles.
shield my eyes
A little
this
bit more
time.
dirt just kind of like pours out on top of you.
I'm not worried about it. I just shake the dirt off and just keep.
All right, so
exploring.
yeah, you get up on the ladder and you're giving it a good shove, and you kind of
Fucking sick.
and you push it up, and grass and dirt and all this stuff just comes pouring down on you, and you gotta wipe off your face. It kind of takes your breath away a little bit, but then you see daylight.
That smells delicious.
Nice.
Ron drowns
I go up the
in
ladder.
Rod's on the
Please
ladder.
roll in your
Oh, you're
character.
on the ladder. Got it.
Definitely one person ladder.
Don't do that. Then.
So
It's probably a rickety ladder.
you climb up onto the grass a little bit, and you look around, and this piece of wood is like kind of half bent over to open all the way because there's so much soil, rock, and dirt layers, and then grass growing on top of it. And when you look up, you see the outer wall of Midtown.
Nice. All right.
What's
You've essentially found a secret exit
Secret.
to your tower.
I've got a secret.
Or secret
Nice.
entrance.
Or secret entrance.
Yeah, they work both ways. It's
We
just harder to
should
see.
we should put a trap here.
Kill.
We should
What
get,
a trap!
We should
just in
cover it
case,
back up
just
with dirt.
just so that we all know that. Yeah, we should probably like
find some better dirt?
Yeah.
how
Stuff isn't
like hidden is
sturdy.
this secret entrance like out like next to the wall.
Put a trap there just in case we
Um,
ever need
Does
to.
it
raise
look
it.
I got
so
you.
go ahead
We
and
can
do
trip
a
over
In a
it.
hurry.
check.
Yeah. I found the bear trap.
10 plus 5, I think.
Cool.
Yep. No, 10 plus 2.
10 plus 2.
Well, okay.
It's
It
more than
looks
5.
it looks pretty damn old. There were a lot of layers that were just pushed through, and there's a large pile of dirt, grass, and rock
Does it look like it's
on
around
the
so
ground below the ladder, and on top of Baldric and Ra's.
So if we're trying to be sneaky, do you guys think it's like kind of worrisome that all these people are working on the place instead of us? Because
It's-
then all those people are gonna like know all the things about this place.
should
It's
put
not
a
like a
We have
wonderful
time.
field that there's a
We're
secret
not
entrance.
there, we can't have the
We'll put a
conversation.
That's
do
true.
not
Just you
enter
two.
sign
Yeah.
on the bookcase.
No, thank you.
I mean,
We are standing somewhere else with our phones.
The nice thing
I'm
about
in the
the
bathroom.
dirt patch is that it looks as though no one's ever really noticed this, and it's very unlikely that anyone really
Cares.
comes around
So
this
we
area.
should probably put it back.
But we should try to do our best. I can cast Druidcraft and grow all the
There you
bits
go.
of grass above the hatch.
Don't
Make
we
it look
want
like
to?
it,
Don't we want to use it? Like, how about first, before you do that, we talk to the other?
Yeah.
People
But
about it.
I'm gonna just grow. I'm just gonna. I just want to.
No. Let's just.
slightly seal,
All right.
like little sprouts and stuff. I
Alright,
just want to
alright.
make it look like it's
Camouflage.
As long as
Like
it's
it- like
light.
it was.
As long as it's not as dirty as it was, because that shit is in
I
me.
could possibly ask the
Camera
dirt
shelf.
not to fall in your eyes, but I don't think that dirt works that way.
No.
I can kind of talk to plants, not really to dirt.
Yeah, I don't think you can make dirt.
Minerals?
grow.
You can
That'd
talk
be
to
cool
minerals?
though.
I mean, I
Talk to
could,
rock.
On top, so I don't know.
It's
how to
cool,
do
probably
it on my
close.
phone.
It looks like. Oh yeah. So if
I've
you
never
go into
seen
your
that. I killed
profile,
first.
then you can hit the
Except for-
settings.
Yeah.
There's a
Except
little
for John
settings icon
Warwick.
that shows up.
I don't see a settings thing.
If you you have to be in your profile.
I am.
Top. There's one of the. Ooh, interesting. Oh, it was
Go
top right.
Yeah.
The little
Dots.
dots.
Yeah.
Mine shows
So
up
weird
little settings.
intermission.
Okay, enable dark mode.
That'd probably be it. Yep.
Nice.
There it is.
Thank you.
Wink, wink, wink.
Alright.
So, as
Why
they
is it saying
are
offline?
exploring that area, what are the rest of you exploring?
Oh, you know I'm
The first
climbing
thing I
that
want to do
tower.
is I want to go up to the top of the tower. I'm also
So
gonna
you guys
have
are together?
I'm gonna have Voss kind of perch up outside of the outfly tower and just keep an eye on Pokey. See if he does anything stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going up to the outfly.
Stupid her.
Sorry.
I am going up to the 3rd floor.
Away from the
You
mic.
should have done
Going
it
up
like
to the
even
third floor?
closer.
And what about you two?
Yo.
What are you guys exploring?
I want to go
Thank
up,
you. It doesn't
up,
not
up,
work right.
up. Wait,
I
there's
want to
also a
explore my body.
basement.
They were just in the basement.
They were in the
They were just
basement. They
in
went
the
down. I
basement,
know.
We'll tell you guys all
I
about
know.
it.
That's what I said. I'm going with Team Asshole.
Is that
All right,
them?
so Team Asshole is all going up to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to the
Team
3rd floor.
asshole.
You
We
go
need
to
we
the
need
third
like some kind of hand
Just the
gesture to
third
unify
floor.
us.
I want to claim that
I don't know.
spot. It has the most words.
Team
All
asshole.
right.
I know. I was gonna say.
Team asshole.
So as you guys make your way up the up through the first part of the tower, just through the door that's in sort of the square housing part, you go in and you find it just barren. There's no windows. There's no doors. There's just a pillar rising up to the center and the
Are we team
staircase.
keyhole?
You guys find it. There aren't even any actually workers in there. It looks like it's been cleaned up pretty well. And so the floor is just a nice pavement with a few looks like where it used to be tiled. It's kind of tile fading into pavement. It seems like worn by the years. You go up the next step to the second floor, and you notice that it's sort of the brightest, airiest area of the tower. There are a few small little alcoves, like almost little balconies with their own little covering on the top. There's 3 of them in the room, and the rest of it is just open space. There's pillars in between, but it's just you can see right out to the daylight, with a few overhangs that don't let any of the weather in. And then again, the pillar right in the center holding everything together. You guys walk up to the 3rd floor, and as soon as you get to the top of the stairs, you notice that the room is kind of sectioned off by a wall with a door in it. You walk around and look in it, and you kind of see Banana's like, alright, I'm gonna check this room out.
Alright, smash it.
You
Been carrying
guys
all this wood around, and I'm gonna put it down.
continue up to the
In
4th
here.
floor. And
I'm gonna throw out if
How
you
much wood
have
did you
any
get?
12
downtime,
of wood.
yo.
Enough.
If you have any downtime and you're working on stuff, that longbow's been in the queue for a while.
Longbows in the queue. There are things on the list.
Mama needs a longbow.
You guys make your way up to the 4th floor, and you notice that there are. On the 3rd floor also there was quite a few larger windows. That's another really bright new room, not quite as bright as the 4th floor because it's all open space. The 4th floor there's 4 small windows that are symmetrically placed around the circular room, and in the center of the pillar it looks like there's a couple walls that come out from the sides and then curve around in almost an S shape that looks like there's 2 very small, more private rooms.
Lavatories.
And you walk around them and go over to the ladder. You go up the ladder and there is a door at the top that you pop open, and when you get up there it is just 4 pillars, also symmetrically placed, where the beams have been going through the entire time, that are holding up the top, and it's just sort of a small observation deck that's completely made of wood. There's people up there kind of replacing some of the wood panels that have fallen out. There's some holes where you can kind of see down through to the 4th floor, and the tiles on the ceiling, there's a few people up there kind of replacing those as most of those are gone. You notice that a lot of the wood that's holding up the very top of the roof is brand new beams of wood. And it looks like the town has really pulled together to replace a lot of this structure that has fallen. From the observation deck, you can see out across Midtown. It's actually in the corner and also in the highest spot of the town.
Yo.
So
Can I see the map of Midtown?
from the top of this tower, you can see.
All of these
You can
things.
see from the northwest corner all the way out across the town, and slightly over the wall that's protecting it.
Is there any railing on the top part of the observation thing?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of the dudes working up here and just be like, hey, just for safety reasons, could you guys get some railing on the side of this thing? So,
Sure.
yeah, it just seems like it would be, I don't want anyone
So that's
falling
what
over the
our
side. In fact, I don't want you guys falling over the side either, just for your safety as well as ours. So,
I thought he was gonna request.
So
no
the
railings
guy that
for
you-
We're on the
Pokey's
rich side of
fate.
town.
The guy that you stopped is kind of like he's kind of tied on to like the very top kind of peak of the roof. They just recently put on the pillars with sort of like a harness around his thing, kind of sitting on a piece of wood, piece of rope. He's next to his buddy that's working with him. They're both half work, and they kind of look at each other and go, "Yeah, for the safety, of course, yeah, we got it."
all right, whatever. I think they're just being smart asses. These blue collar guys, whatever.
I 0% like being talked to like that. So
Someone has had a mood change.
Oh, we got
Not that I've noticed.
a full elf here. Doesn't like our sense of humor.
I just gave them my best murder face possible, and I can back. the
Roll an
look up.
intimidation check.
Yeah.
Dude, flare your nostrils.
I don't need to.
Stop flaring them, stop!
Intimidation. I know where that is.
Draw an imaginary
So
longbow.
plus 4.
17.
After he hits him and they were kind of dangling there for a bit, they kind of look at each other, look at you, look at each other, and then you hear like these little boys like as they like pull themselves up past the awning of the roof so they can't be seen by you. And get
Yeah,
back to
they're
working on the
intimidating.
tunnels
My
under
eyes
it.
will scare you. Imagine what else I could do.
Yeah, let's not like slaughter the help just yet.
I'm
Okay.
gonna slaughter them.
hell?
They just do not need to talk to us like that.
But listen. All the more reason why we probably should have gone to town on Pokey because he's gonna rub you the wrong way sooner rather than later. But
I don't know. I
We'll
don't
go
know.
tell
I
him
just
Pokey
met
some other
him.
time.
Given him a chance, we seem to get along. I don't know.
So from where you are, you can see Pokey, and he's doing something stupid,
Balls
standing
deep
there,
in a,
Drooling.
in a
staring at a ball.
Yep.
And there's a few people kind of standing around him that are also staring at the ball.
The workers stop working. Should I?
It's a small crowd of 3 right
Should
now.
you
He's disarmed.
3
I cloaked
plus
it up.
pokey or
if anything, I could probably just like once I can. The concern with cloaking the ball is that you're gonna fucking end up accidentally looking at it. Just in case.
No, because I know how to avoid it.
I was about to say.
I don't.
I was about to say I can like mage hand it. I can mage
Good thing
hand
I'm
it
around the room.
from 30 feet away and just chuck it into the bag of holding. or
I
something.
also have a magic bag.
All right. I mean, do whatever.
And
If
prestidigitation.
you want
And
to,
building.
whatever you want to do, I don't give a shit.
Put it in the hole.
I'm fine with whatever. If no one's objecting to it, by the way, I realize it's just the 3 of us. I would like to do math, nerdy stuff on the 4th floor. Like I mean like
Nerdy math
magic
stuff.
math, like
Magic math.
observation,
Yeah.
experimenting,
Same thing.
experimenting,
That doesn't
science,
sound like math.
science stuff.
It sounds like something else.
That was
If
Sorry.
anybody wants to live with me, it's totally chill.
I will.
So-
Aw, it's fine.
I don't care if anyone
You
else
can.
stays on the
Why do
4th
we all
floor.
really?
So-
we
but-
love banana.
Dude, she's famous.
I don't
Of
care if
course
anything
really famous.
happens on the 4th floor other than that, but like the 4th floor, I'd like to
You
stay
know I
on
need
that,
it.
like that be my floor because it's also close to the
The
observation
whole
deck.
floor plus the
I
observation.
said I don't care if
deck?
anyone else stays there.
Alright,
I'm okay with other people staying there.
Alright.
Also, by my
Wait, where are you
by my
staying?
mental aptitude here, if I'm on the 4th floor, people are less likely to come through and interact with me.
Okay, where are you
And you don't
staying?
want them to anyways.
No, I don't.
I
I don't.
understand.
You know what?
I understand.
I'm
You
not
take the
about.
second
Look,
floor?
no, I'm not about that. I think you guys should stay higher because you have like the weapons for that.
And
And
I
I'm
want
gonna,
to shack up with me.
and I'm gonna,
I
I'm
want
gonna.
to be on the 3rd floor because the
That's-
windows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you all
Sorry.
have just met down at the main floor.
Okay.
Having this conversation.
It'll
I'm-
just be like old times.
You guys, I'm about
Share
to.
the captain's
Right.
quarters.
Guys, I'm about to stay on the lower floor because my weapons are not as. My weapons are closer encounter weapons, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay.
Oh yeah, your melee weapons.
Yeah,
is
so I'm gonna stay
stable.
low.
See, staying low.
You can be in the kitchen.
I'm gonna be
Bothers
like
me.
the main floor.
I
That's
mean,
where
Be
I'm at.
higher up.
I'm not
Yeah.
living in the castle. I'm gonna live in the garden.
Top side, I can rain fire from the skies. It's great.
Sick.
So we'll do
So
that.
I have a
gonna be
300-foot
beautiful.
If
range.
you want
We're
to bunk
gonna
with
count
me, you have
anywhere
to
out there,
actually
Ryan.
sleep.
I can sleep.
Yeah, does he need a bedroom? He's been staying awake.
That's
I'll
my
just
point.
sleep when you sleep.
Malarkey, how
Okay.
what your eye bags are getting bad, bud.
Don't worry about
How
it.
long you been
Man,
awake?
I got it handled.
It's chill.
What's 5 days of no sleep?
So have we
someone
crawled
like
out of
me.
the? Are we kind of?
Yeah,
we're all
everyone,
making our way.
everyone
We
had
just
checked
said
out
we're
what they
all
checked out. You guys made your way out.
We're all kind of.
You pulled the chains
We're all on
and
the
shut
main
down
floor
the hatch. You did your druidcraft thing to kind of seal up whatever grass might have fallen out, and had walked up. You guys all walked back up through the tunnel. Without the workers really noticing, you guys just kind of like slyly shut the door. They did notice that you opened the door and went down there, but you kind of shut the door and pushed the stone back into place to seal
We
off
need
the
to kill
wall.
them.
Right? That's the
What'd
only
you
way.
They
say?
know.
Bury them in
So
walls.
the two workers that were in the basement kind of tidying things up and were doing some woodwork. That's all. Those were the only people there, and then you
Right,
you
this
all
way.
walked out up to the main floor, and that's where you're having a conversation about who's staying where and who's claiming what.
So yeah, I make my way out to the outside wherever there's like a gazebo-shaped
Y'all gotta
area
tell us
that we would
what's
probably
going
maybe put our horse. Is there like a stable,
We'll tell
like a
us.
small stable?
There's a stable that's on the property, but away from the building itself.
Okay.
It's just a very basic stable. It's
I would
got-
probably put myself
got,
somewhere in between.
It's got four.
Jesus.
It's got four.
Banana
It's,
and you
it's
are on
got
the
four
third floor?
stalls
Not me, I'm
that
just-
are
I'm on the
facing each
third
other,
floor.
two on either
You're
side.
on the third
No,
floor?
we're all
And sort
together.
of
He said we're all together now.
No, I know
halfway in
what they're
between
talking
them, the workers have laid hay down along the
weapons are
path
better on
inside
the
the
main
stalls.
floor.
Everything is empty.
We're on the floor
There haven't
too.
been animals there for years.
Okay, so I definitely make my way down to that area and I start anything that the workers would have done that's like, you know, like that wouldn't allow animals to be happy. I just kind of fix all those problems, like the things that would, you know,
Okay.
that animals would really like, and then I'm gonna try to find like a little splash of
Condos and
land
hay.
where I could make like a weird druidic gazebo. That's where I'm probably gonna be living.
Okay.
I don't know.
I am gonna
All right.
ask.
So you're working on that.
Can I ask one of the workers to bring our horses over here?
Yeah.
To bring what?
Our horses over here.
It's a good idea.
Oh yeah, your three remaining horses.
Yeah, if there's anybody that
Oh,
could
yeah.
grab a
Three
horse.
remaining
Full
horses.
bushel of apples.
Um,
Red apples.
Red apples and green apples, please.
I thought we didn't get the one that wants green apples because it was too expensive.
No, we still got it.
Oh.
yeah. So you make your way over to the workers.
we got
that's-
it.
That's working next to your conversation on the front entrance.
No comment.
And you walk up to a small, feeble old halfling with
Hey, buddy.
really big, like elf-like ears. He's got a big, patchy red and white beard. And he's bald on the top of the head.
Cutie.
And right now he's kind of working on fixing that door that you guys have kind of half pulled off. And you go
Sorry,
and you
dude.
get his attention. He
Can
turns around and-
someone...
Hey, whoa! Oh, how can I help you? Oh, sorry, we don't get a lot of dragonborns around here.
My name is Banana.
Yeah.
Banana.
What's your name?
Well met, huh? My name is Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
I was wondering if
Three
maybe
Ds.
you could have somebody bring our horses over here to our stable.
Oh, well, yes, surely. I could do that for you.
Alright, awesome.
Would you like me to bring along some food for them?
Yes, please. Can we have red and green apples?
Do you need
well,
money?
So specific, huh? No,
For
the
apples?
town is here to provide for you all. You have
Oh.
done us a great service.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're famous now.
No
Yeah.
rush. No
I'll
rush.
just finish fixing this door and
Yeah.
I'll be off. Yes.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Really- Thanks, Kevin.
Nice
Kevin.
to meet you,
Kev.
Banana.
His friends call him Kev, or just came in.
Hey, man.
Want a little sweetie pie.
So how have you guys decided?
I
How have
don't
you guys
know.
decided that you're
I'm here.
dividing this your
In the main room?
living quarters?
We're in the second floor.
Okay.
She's in the
Are you gonna
third.
stay with me?
He's in the fourth.
I'm in the
He's in
floor.
the
On the first
gazebo.
floor?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Building
Whatever
a
that
gazebo.
is. He's building a gazebo for himself.
Where are you, Baldur?
Unlimited druid craft.
Well,
First floor.
Balder's in the
Basement.
first floor?
I was
thought you
thinking
were gonna
about
take the
that, but you gotta go
basement.
freaky,
outside
right?
to get to the basement.
I mean, honestly, we
Yes.
could probably.
I thought the
probably
basement
work
had
that out.
main
Yeah.
access.
I mean, we could probably like create a tunnel or something for that.
or a
Yeah.
ladder. Some sort of
Ladder.
chute system where we
Yeah,
can put you down there,
laundry
but you gotta go
chute.
around
Like a
and get back
series
up.
of
Yeah.
small
we can
floors
have like
that
a
So this is
pole,
what I
a
have.
pole
go
that
down.
you get a pole that
A
you slide down to get to the basement.
Yeah, like a fire pole.
Ash is on 4th,
Fire
Banana
pole.
on 3rd,
I
you
like
guys on
it.
2nd, and then us 2 here, and then
Does this pole
Uh,
still work?
Meryl is in the
Meryl sleeps
in the
outside.
garden. In the garden.
I would be quite happy to take that 4th floor all to myself. For
It's all
So far,
yours.
it's all
No
yours,
one wants
you
to buy it
weirdo.
with you.
Science
So
purposes.
Baldric and Ra are on the
Middle
first floor.
of
Mhm.
team asshole.
Yeah, so far my only interest in this
Freaky.
building.
My question is,
Like
where's
in the
the
tower
kitchen?
area,
right?
or like the main area.
The main floor.
Well, I mean, there's
I
two
mean,
things.
I
So
don't
there's
really
the
care.
tower is part of the main floor. The bottom floor of the tower is on the main floor,
Well, if it's
and then
ever-
there's also
You guys
the
get the bottom
large-
floor.
the
It's ever
entry.
raining.
The
Do you
entry
think it's
area
gonna
is
be
going to
like
be
entry
communal.
or
Entry is
Probably in
communal.
the tower, and
Tower
yeah,
eight.
that
Tower
entry
eight.
area
Pretty
should be
involved.
like
You can see
where
it.
the bar is.
So here?
Sure.
Oh, so you guys are like
And
right here,
cooking
technically up here.
implements.
right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is
Okay.
community.
All right.
It's the living room.
Is
like
it?
the entry
Will we
door.
ever
I'm
see you
just
in
trying
the
to build
living
my
room?
gazebo
Front
within
desk?
earshot
No,
of the.
no,
of
I'm gonna
the,
be on the 4th floor the entire
Did you say you
time.
built a
Yeah.
gazebo?
I want to
I'm
think
building
of
like a
Jack
druidic,
Skellington.
like
He's
like
building
little
a
druidic
gazebo.
gazebo.
Alright.
Like,
Shit.
Which will be awesome right
it's
up
gonna,
until when it
it's
rains.
like within earshot of the livestock, or wherever we would keep the livestock. Because I know that they stink, and I'm kind of into it, but like I do like my own space, you know.
So
I'm
you
into it.
you've found a spot right back there. Is right up almost up against the wall is where the stable is. Then also in between the stable and what would be the garden, but is now just a mess of.
Oh, that's
weeds
definitely turning into a
grass
giant,
and-
beautiful secret garden.
It,
It's not even a
used to,
secret.
it looks like it used to be a garden, and it looks like there's
I had
some
the
training
vegetable festival.
dummies
I'm gonna
next to
host
that,
it.
where it used to be some sort of
Host
training
a
ground,
vegetable festival.
and
Wait,
where there
listen
used to be some sort of training ground, and the little spot in between the stable and the garden is the perfect area that you found to kind of clear out, get rid of the weeds, and
Oh no, I make the weeds a part of it. Like they become a beautiful.
yeah,
It's a
and
secret
as you
Essential-
festival garden.
Yeah, I'm not clearing any weeds. I'm reallocating their position possibly to make the most beautiful
not
and
clearing,
All
reallocating
clear
the
the weeds.
position.
Yes.
insane. Well,
Alright.
clearing implies
So
that I'm
as
like
you
gonna chop them
reallocate
into
the
bits, and I
position-
don't want to do that. I'm like,
As you allocate the position of the weeds,
yes, thank you.
and then move them into different areas, and then other different areas.
Without killing them.
You use your druidic powers to sort of create, at the moment, a very simple, small huts right between the stables and the messy area that is potentially a garden or training grounds.
Yeah, and I'll just like put up little like foundational. What do you call that? I don't know. I'm just trying to like create like a.
Lattice work.
Thank you.
There you go.
To make it all kind of grow into a, you know, my ideal whatever the hell that is hut.
Your
Gazebo.
ideal whatever.
Yeah.
And as you're all talking, the workers come and approach you, the ones that are in the basement, and it's two tiefling males, and they come up and they're like, "Would you like us to clean and repair the area that we saw you go? We were not aware that existed."
It doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. Move on.
Indeed. Okay. And they kind of go back down the grass. And
Hold on, before they leave, I want to
What
give them
doesn't
some money.
exist? Hey, what doesn't exist?
Like we tip them.
The tunnel.
No, I'm
Based
aware.
on their
Okay,
reaction,
yeah.
I'm gonna interrupt
how much money?
We'll-
Okay,
we'll-
so you run down
We'll fill
and
you in
stop
a
them.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
They turn around. Oh, yes.
So that place that doesn't exist. Wait, what are you doing?
Just
Trying to
find
give
a
him
big
some money.
closet.
Um,
What the fuck's it? What the fuck?
I'm gonna give each of them like 2 gold pieces.
And
Okay.
is that
It's like
good?
a closet.
I don't know.
in the
Do a
basement.
perception
What's going
check.
on?
Oh shit! I didn't write down how much gold I had.
Sex dungeon.
Oh,
I
it's
can
not
all-
great.
I can give them gold.
They
2
seem
gold.
completely satisfied.
Perfect.
I'll do 2 as well. Each.
Okay.
Is that the D20?
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Do you have any bonuses for that?
What perception?
What's wisdom, perception,
Wisdom 2. So
21?
21.
21. Yeah, one of them seems like he's already gonna like just not say anything, but he's happy, and the other one is kind of weighing out the gold in his hand. And then they turn around and head back down.
I'm gonna throw 5 more gold at you. 6 more gold. Sorry, split it.
Chuck it at them.
I'm gonna literally chuck it out.
What the fuck did you guys find in the basement? You're throwing gold to this guy.
I
It doesn't matter.
You go running down after the guy that looks suspicious. Grab him on the shoulder and just be like, "Hey."
I might flash a little blade.
Flash a little
And
blade.
also, I'm gonna shake his hand,
Yeah.
put some gold in it, and
Give him
Yeah.
the
give him a
elf
little
eyes.
scary murder elf eyes,
Yeah.
but also, yeah.
Flash the steel a
Intimidation.
little bit.
Oh, piss.
7.
Yeah, here's Island.
I don't want this
7.
20. I want
So
a different
he,
20.
He flashes you a little like
I'll
hammer,
trade you. My
thinking
highest has been a
he
4.
gets what you're saying, and it's like, and like him and his buddy go walking back down in the basement to continue their work.
Dude, you're totally hitting on them.
What the fuck did you guys find in the
I
basement?
guess he likes daggers.
Why you-
That's really nice.
Why don't you
So,
go- hey,
so
you
here's the
just go
thing
down
is,
there and look.
is
Or wait until they
that
finish. and then-
Wyla doesn't know what
It's
we
cute.
found in the
Yeah, I
basement.
know.
But she just was about trying to keep it
She just
secret.
jumped on the
I'm all team.
Are they
shut
gone?
the fuck up.
Are they gone?
Yeah, they're gone. They went
Alright,
back down in the
So,
basement.
so we
If
just found a
Baldric
secret
doesn't want them
passage
to say.
in and out of.
I've been paying people
Midtown?
off on our
Yeah.
journey for a while. I saw what you were doing. I don't need to know.
But it's like legit, like it's a good secret place. But it was
Getting in and
totally dirty, and so like they didn't know it existed, and we were figuring it out, and that's when
Okay.
they noticed it. So we're
There's also
hoping-
these totally normal statue plinths that don't.
I'll tell you
seem
what,
interesting
guys. Though,
at
but
all.
here's the thing: is it doesn't matter how much gold you give somebody. Like if somebody,
It's
if
true.
they have motive, like they're gonna come back.
Honestly, should we commission some statues of Ra to put on the plinths?
Yes.
Scarecrows?
Raw
They seem to be-
scarecrows.
They are scared of you. We should make some
What?
scarecrows. Some
Oh,
raw.
just like
Raw
So
scarecrows.
they're statue pedestals. We should put some statues in
I
there.
could grow
Yeah,
some
they weren't very
us.
interesting at all.
And Ra
shape
has
of
the
all
most
of us.
impressive
Probably wouldn't be like
visual
very accurate,
kills.
Bush.
I mean, honestly, that
As a
seems like
7-foot-tall orc with a battle axe.
kind of like
Yeah.
cartoonishly
Like a small
egotistical. I don't know. That I'm
Really
not-
brings the room together.
Sparkly, sparkly.
I don't like it either.
I like it.
Statues to
I
us.
like
yeah,
it.
That seems weird. I'm, like, just
No, I
feel
like
weird
them making
seeing
a
myself
statue
as a
of me
statue.
to scare
weird,
people. I'm about it.
Why don't like Banana? You could just you're a famous wood person. Why don't you
Dude,
just
I
like
have
carve
a
some stuff
wood-
out
She's a
of
wood
wood?
person.
She's
Yeah,
making
whatever.
Wait, that's
fun.
racist
Yeah,
and not even towards her.
Ooh, add it to the queue.
I'm a
Your
guild
wood
artisan,
request?
okay?
Who has proficiency in perception?
I'm pretty good at it.
Perception?
Not me.
Proficiency, I don't know.
Wow, who's
Definitely
wise?
not me.
Who's wise? It's not
Nope.
you?
I have a
don't know.
oh god,
What's
especially now it's named.
It'll be a little. The dot will be
Oh,
filled in.
shit.
If I made your character sheet, the dot will be filled in next to it, and there will be a number.
Not I.
did
Mine's
not make
in
my character
Constitution,
I mean, I am
Dexterity,
made,
and
so-
Strength.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
got +3.
She's
Does anyone
proficient.
have proficiency in perception? The
I
little
got
dot
athletics,
I have
sleight of
+5,
hand,
but it's not
arcana,
proficient.
history, saving
Negative.
throws, and wisdom, and charisma. No
How the
deception.
fuck does nobody have perception?
That sucks.
My perception's really
serious?
good.
Are we all a
What
bunch
is-
of
No, we're talking about the whole
Wow.
diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, who has the highest perception?
I have-
Probably.
Who's got wisdom?
Wisdom.
Probably me.
Who's
I
got the highest wisdom
got
score?
one.
wisest among us,
I do.
Meryl.
What is yours?
It's
Alright.
+5.
Mine too.
Banana and
Mine's-
Meryl, have you joined them?
Mine's 5 as well,
Or are
Travis.
you
I'm still out in the
You're
garden.
5?
Yeah,
Alright,
Yeah,
Banana,
I would have
Travis
maybe
mine's 5
seen
as
the
well.
whole
Banana and
thing
Raw,
with
roll a
her.
perception check.
Yeah, you guys are wise.
To the wisdom characters in
15
the party,
plus
how
5.
fucking dare you not have perception?
18 plus 5.
Okay, 20.
Listen, man,
Wait, I
I'm trying.
Wait, were we allowed to choose?
You guys notice that, especially
Yeah, you can
because of
pick
your
'em.
interaction with Kevin, you guys
Because I
notice
got
that
medicine and
it seems like
animal
the town is doing you a solid because they gave you this kind of fucked up tower. It seems like you could, at this point, without spending any or maybe too much gold, request quite a few things to be put together that
I was
would
just
be simple in
Thinking
here.
of a mosaic, but sure.
So you guys
Okay.
kind of notice, like,
Tapestries.
the both of you are kind of
With
like,
masks
hey,
on.
it kind of seems like they're like putting our quarters together.
Yeah.
Maybe we could like give them a few instructions.
Yeah, Kevin
Have
seems
them build
totally
us
ready to
beds.
help.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if
One
you guys
for
need
each
anything.
level of the tower.
If I can give any instruction, I would like to have basic alchemical supplies for the 4th floor. Things that kind of are conducive to that. test tubes, things for weighing ingredients.
You should talk to Kevin because he was really nice.
I think Kevin, the little gnome guy with the big ears, ran off to go get our horses.
Yeah, but he'll be back.
He's got little stumpy
Well,
legs.
he's
It'll
still
be a while.
fixing the door.
Maybe, I don't know.
Is
Either
there
way,
somebody who looks like they're in charge, like they're pointing people around?
Who's the foreman?
general materials like ink and stuff. Just just stock it like a basic a wizard's lab.
A wizard's
Go
lab?
ahead and roll.
No,
Go
Your
ahead and roll a
basic
perception
wizard's
check.
lab.
You know.
A what?
Perception?
19.
Yeah, it seems to you like everyone is kind of working of their own accord. It seems like everyone has their specialty,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like they are just
Kevin's the
taking
door.
care of what they can do best. It doesn't seem like anyone is particularly in charge.
Okay.
But you do notice that Kevin is rolling back in with your guys' horses, and on the side of the saddlebags on one of the horses is seems to be brimming with apples. And one of the red ones kind of falls out, and one of the horses kind of stops and starts munching on it. Kevin's like, come on there. This is not the time for this. Kicks the apple away. Is walking past you guys
I
towards the
find
stables.
Kevin very.
You guys, and opinions of Kevin just shifted pretty radically. I don't care.
You never care.
No, I don't.
I haven't
Sure
met
don't.
yet.
I got other things to worry
You
about.
are a
Fucking
team
horses.
asshole.
It's becoming more and more clear that I am definitively a team asshole.
I think this is team ignorant. Not in his
Huh?
He's not malicious.
He doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong.
Alright.
When I murder
I'm near
innocents.
Kevin, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be like, yo. Is there any way you could get us some more stuff? Or
Yeah, got any more for us? Just,
got any more
because
like
we're cool.
supplies for our tower? Like, is there anything else you can get us?
Oh yeah, I mean if there's things you need, I'd be happy to inform whoever can find.
Kevin, what's your
Kevin
job?
again?
Oh, like
Yes, Kevin's back with the
like,
horses.
Just life,
Are
not
you?
specifically this moment. What's your job? Do you have a job?
Well, I used to be an adventurer, believe it or not. I know I look feeble now, but yes, I've grown old, and tired, and
Do you want to be a steward for us? Do you want to work in the keep? Do you want to just kind of like help us organize some of our shit whenever we're like busy with actually adventuring life?
You know what adventures
You can
mean.
because you have adventured, so you would know what we kind of need. You might know how to continue operating our tower while we're not present or whatever.
yes, I mean
I'd have to talk with everyone about it, but I'm just throwing that out there. We probably need at least someone to be around to help us keep care of things.
I do keep to myself. I do have a lot of belongings. If there's a small corner I could maybe keep my stuff and myself in.
You
while
can live in the basement.
What did you do when you were an adventurer? What was your thing? What was your
How did you
expertise as
spec
an
your
adventurer?
classes?
Well, I have quite a few very long stories.
Oh no stories. We're on a time limit.
Oh my
There
god.
was this one time.
And I burst through the front door and I go, the garden outside would be perfect for the vegetable festival. We could have our own vegetable festival. We could host it here, and it'd be way better than vegetable festival at dumb old Wexfest with those dumb old Dumbo humans who probably don't know even how to throw a good one anyway. So,
Agreed. Get that going.
okay, I go outside and I start working on the vegetable garden.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the garden also, and I'm gonna see if there's any good wood that I can take from Ian's gazebo.
Wait, you're gonna harvest
Okay.
my
She
gazebo?
doesn't know that it's yours.
Thank you
Just
so
like,
much.
just like She
doesn't know that's
Oh my
yours.
god, I'm gonna
Auxiliary-
scream and die in a second.
auxiliary gazebo
I
wood,
I feel the
and
tendrils.
bring it back upstairs.
My spidey senses.
All the coolest shit that I can.
So as
Just
you
the
guys
cool
are doing
shit.
that, I assume you're still talking to Kevin.
Yeah, I'm working things out with him. Here's the thing. It's like
Wood's right over the
if he
fence.
starts
Just
telling me
go over there.
adventuring stories, I'm just gonna no, Kevin, time out.
After the abrupt
I
interruption,
interrupted.
after the
Yeah,
abrupt
yeah.
interruption from Meryl, he is kind of stunned and thrown back into
Yeah.
task mode.
Yeah.
Story over.
I would probably
Yeah.
be happy to hear the stories another day. I was just curious because you said you used to be an adventurer. What was your expertise as an adventurer? I'm just curious to see.
Yes, I was the sneakiest. dangeriest
sneakiest.
adventurer you would ever met.
Okay, which
Cool. An assassin.
so being sneaky, you know how to get in and out of places, which also means that you can help us come up with like, let's say, entry points, weaknesses, structural fallacies within the tower to maybe keep it safer, right?
Ah, indeed.
You seem kind of like a little bit like salivating at the mouth, like wiping your
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, this is like it's like a retirement plan for you.
Make
You
like
hang
kind
out
of
with
a
us, still relive some glory days or something, and then also, you know,
Yes, and I'm sure I will have time to tell you some of my adventurous tales.
looking forward to it. I need to run that by all my colleagues and make sure that they're all cool with that. But we probably need a steward of some kind to help
Yes,
us run the tower.
Well, go ahead and gather up a list of what kind of things that we can pull together for you, and
Sure.
oh, I'd be.
I want to pull him aside real quick and describe to him what these tapestries need to look like for the banners.
Order the mask.
Just real quick, give him the description. Be like, it's gotta be a mask
Can
like
we
this.
have like a flag too? Can you get a flag?
Oh, all
like
of
a
that.
battle
Of
flag?
course, I'm
Yeah.
doing all of them. We're
Well,
gonna be
you're gonna
hanging these
design
things
our
from
flag?
It's just a
It
red
just
mask
happens.
on a white
Of
background.
course he's gonna design
Yeah,
our
right
flag. I don't think any of us give a shit about it.
It's really
It's gonna
important
be like
Especially not you,
Japan's flag
with
with
the
a
mask. That should piss
Just
the
noticed
Oni
your
off.
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
am I
Oh,
noticed your shirt out
In
there?
the backyard, go ahead and do a survival check.
Oh.
So is that what are you just like knocking my gazebo down? I guess it's not. Yeah, my gazebo is too powerful for you.
Thank
I
you.
rolled a one.
Thank you,
What, you
Rahazara.
need some wood?
You die instantly.
I made an incredible
God, dude.
gazebo. All the weeds that I was clearing were all poisonous, and you died.
What do you add to it?
3.
4.
5. 6.
You find wood that you could make items out of, maybe
Okay.
for your room, but you don't find anything that's necessarily weapon quality.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and make myself a shitty bed with the wood from outside.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I don't know how long that
Aren't
will
there
take.
potentially already beds in this place?
No, it's just
Pretty
pretty
clear.
barren.
There's nothing
They've just
there.
been working on structural repairs because it was quite fallen apart.
You gotta repair the roof before
There
you
was
put
basically
furniture.
there's basically squatters in there, and you know a bunch
Is
of
Pokey
junk.
still staring at his fucking bar?
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
I
Excuse you.
still
I just
have.
there's a pea smell in the basement.
If it needs done, I will
No
use my
longer.
I still have some of this middle-aged ebony wood of oak string in my bag. But I put that
Quite a bit of it.
downstairs. Yeah, I have a lot of that for weapons, but I want a shitty bed.
All right, go ahead and roll for your bed.
Natural one.
Let's see
Are
how
you
well
making
you
a
do.
bed?
I'm making
Oh,
myself,
man.
but
You're
I
gonna have
rolled a
nightmares
1
for
on
the rest of your
finding.
life.
Cursed.
You destroyed
What
my
is it
gazebo
again?
and made a cursed
Grab his
cursed
Plus your
bed.
proficiency bonus, so plus 3, I
Yeah,
think, at this
3.
point for woodwork.
17.
17. You make a damn good bed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
Is it
shitty wood.
comfy?
A bed
Is it
frame.
down?
Let's
Bed
Yeah.
specify.
frame.
You
I
make
have a
damn
bedroll.
good bed frame.
I have a bedroll.
She
that
makes
I'm
a
gonna-
wooden
We
mat.
got
Anything-
this dragon
anything
meat
you want,
if you want
artsy,
to make a
but
meat
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
mattress.
You
Yeah.
also create a really beautiful headboard with
Yeah.
you carved some of your favorite artisan tools and some of your favorite folklore
Little mini
symbolism into it.
statuettes of
Yeah.
Rahazara
I got all
making
And
kinds
what's
of
not
shit.
that great, but what you've done with it
Just carve
is
little.
beautiful.
I got carpenter tools, wood carver tools. Dude, I'm ready. Alright. How much of this ebony middle-aged wood
You
do
could
I
probably
have?
ask.
Middle-aged. It's
I was trying to figure out if
dragon
that
meat.
had any, like, properties. Are these, like, footsies?
What the hell? My feet are all the way up here.
It might be
This might be.
this guy.
How much of that wood did I collect before? All I made was, like, 10 arrows.
I should have told you how much you got.
You did not.
I did.
Oh, I made 20 arrows. Well, whatever.
Probably. If you
It'll-
make a bed frame out of it, that's
No,
probably
no,
all
no.
of
I
it.
made a bed frame out of his gazebo.
Oh, nice.
A very, very small and practically unnoticeable part of my gazebo.
I would say
He's like-
because as far as I remember,
I
that's
probably
pretty
won't
high
notice.
roll.
Probably like,
Yeah.
happened to this
So I
branch?
would say that
Oh well.
Drew Craft.
you probably
fix
have
it.
enough, depending on the weapons, to craft 1 or 2 really good weapons.
Okay. Okay, cool.
depending on what you're making.
So I'm just gonna keep that wood in my room for now.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna chill out and kind of like fix up my zone here.
All right.
Hang out while everyone else does whatever they're doing.
Yeah. What is everyone else doing?
I planted 220 different varieties of vegetables, not realizing that I have proficiency in medicine. I didn't plant anything useful.
Perfect. Just a bunch of cucumbers and
'cause I'm
shit.
just so
Your
focused
Many
planting
varieties
would
of
take a
eggplant.
lot of time. I'd say you get started on
220 varieties of vegetables.
what's what's the word you use for clearing the weeds out?
Reallocating.
Yeah, so you right now you're mostly just reallocating the weeds and the broken stuff in the
Thank you.
backpack.
I appreciate my reallocation.
And how
If
about
you find
guys?
anything cool, let me know. Okay.
Kevin has made his way back to
I'm
the stable.
super excited about the vegetable festival.
Kevin
I'm
has
not
put your
doing
guys'
anything for it.
horses in the stable and dropped a few apples in each and made his way down to the basement.
If you want to come down and remind me.
I just
Start talking to the workers about
Other
things that you guys
I'll
might
just
need.
yell at them.
I just
Yeah.
rolled out my sack. Into a
Rolled out your
spot.
sack.
Yeah,
Roll out
Nice.
that.
Okay.
rolled out my
Gentle.
sack.
Hell
Be
yeah.
a vastly different
Be
sentence
gentle
if I said
rolling out that
Use
sack.
my breath weapon out. the
Into
window.
my space.
I think I have a roll as well.
It will be handy to remind
I'm not
me
about
of,
making a
like,
bed yet.
You know,
We know what
actual
happened the
tasks,
last
like,
time.
Useful
Right?
tasks.
Like,
Especially
we don't
if I get
sleep.
Yeah, the
That's-
Dragonborn
that's-
has
So if
her
you
bed
know, I'll
rolled out on her
super down
lonely bed frame.
above the table to like make medicine things, but like I don't. I'm not even doing
Yeah, I
that.
don't have
Can't live in vegetables.
I'm gonna be
We can take
writing
sleeping
up,
on
writing
it.
up a list of things that I probably want to have present
That
within
dragon
the fourth floor.
Okay.
Just things like
Oh my
ingredients
god.
that I would need. Magical ink is a big source of things that I need for transcribing spells if I don't
Magical
have them.
ink.
Specifically a thing, magical ink, yeah.
Oh shit.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I saw a cool magical ink thing when I was looking for presents for
Or
you.
rather, you know what? Make that an intelligence check.
Oh shit.
That's a 14. I can, yeah, 14. I'm happy with 14. Fuck it.
It's fine. Yeah, as you're writing your list, you do realize that you are in a town that has been ravaged for months and months by a beholder. Supplies are low, and morale is low, and hell,
Yeah.
even service is low. So what they're doing for you is pretty much rolling out the red carpet of
Yeah.
what they have.
I mean, I figure a lot of my requests are gonna go unanswered, but like I might as well ask them. I was gonna say if Kevin's actually around, I'm gonna inquire with him specifically if he believes there's any odd chance that I could get any of these things. But
Okay.
I'm gonna yell out the window at Meryl
Okay.
and ask if she wants to go back to the garden with me at some point.
I'm in the garden.
No, like
No,
the
the-
Oh, the garden. Yeah, we should go.
There's
We
probably
should
some
go
good
now.
vegetables.
No, because we have a meeting.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep working on the garden then.
Do we have a
Our
vegetable
garden.
festival?
Yeah, he's making one.
He's making vegetable festivals. So.
I'm
It's
preparing.
good though, because we don't have any food, so it's fine. Go nuts with the vegetables out
You know,
there.
I have like 10 days
Is there
worth of
is there like a
rations.
hearth in the main room at all?
What did you just say?
A sea hearth in the main room.
There is nothing in the main room.
Okay, so there's nothing for like
So
cooking.
much.
There's not even a fireplace or
There's
anything.
nothing
Oh,
in the main room.
Man, there's no sea
We're
heart
gonna
left
need
over?
that.
There are windows. There are doors.
I'm never even gonna try it.
There
Shitty.
is cement, or rather, not cement, but more so stone. Yeah, stonework.
If we put a fireplace in there,
I bought one of
would
them,
we
which
all
is
die of
bad.
carbon
And
monoxide
the-
poisoning, or is
If
there?
you guys tried to build a fireplace, you would definitely
Are
die.
you
of
good at
carbon
making
monoxide.
rock?
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
why don't
I'm
you
There's
proficient
definitely
at all
areas
that.
where you can
I made
put
it
the things
like-
that you would need.
Yeah,
Cook.
I'm just saying, like, it probably at one point had one because winter is cold.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that that they're working on repairing.
Okay.
But for now, the state that it's in, it's
They
being repaired.
I want to head back down to that basement and see if there's a way to secure those chains from the inside so that can't be opened from the
I
outside.
gave Sophie for her to make her.
You noticed when you pulled the chains down, actually, those are an inside functional thing. Those are a
Right,
those are
right.
chains that pull the
To
door
pull
down.
the thing down, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make something to fashion the chains to so that when you're outside you can't pull to lock the door.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll.
I
Roll
can
for
make a
that.
table.
Okay,
But I
okay.
can't make another.
That's right.
Okay.
9.
I am not
Then
gonna
the
talk to you.
kinds
No.
of
Rest
Yeah,
of the night.
you do well enough job
Alright.
ish.
So you're making one?
It's not the most secure thing you ever built, but it's definitely
That was shitty
sturdy
hard.
enough for now.
Alright. I'll work on it again later.
You go ahead and roll for your garden.
Roll for
The start of your garden.
17 plus what?
Nature. Nature.
Nature? Oh yeah, it's 23.
It's really
22.
good garden.
22.
You have 6?
How many varieties of vegetables does he
Don't
have?
talk to me ever again.
So far, you have reallocated
Everything I
the
can.
garden in a wonderful way, and you reallocated all the stuff that isn't
This is
growable and
literally
that
all
hurts
he wants
your
to do. Let's just
stuff away from that
Hi, we're
area.
gonna
Veg.
go
And then,
on an adventure. You just
Yeah,
find
so
new
you
crops.
found like
Druid
underneath a
crafts.
pretty good hotbed of soil. Really nice soil. And you guys, what are you up to?
We are trying to figure out what we're gonna sleep on tonight, and I think we might have to go into town to secure something. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
I get the notion that I'm all done with my garden and I go upstairs and have a fireside chat. Are we building a fire?
No fire.
Okay, well never mind.
I mean, the only
This
fire
one,
would
no.
be burning down.
So at any point would I be
Nice.
walking past Pokey? If I go into the house, would I be walking past Pokey and the
No.
marble?
Where'd Pokey go?
Good. Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
ever?
Because
no.
the second that I see that, I'm darting straight to it.
You do
And I'll-
see
never
Pokey.
did what
You
you
do
were
see
gonna do.
Pokey, and you do see a good crowd of about 6 or 7 people around him, all standing there. You don't see a ball. You have no idea what's going
I don't
on.
see
Yo,
what the ball is.
Kevin got
All right,
lost.
yeah, because I'm pretty interested in just going upstairs and having a conversation with Banana.
Yeah. So you see a crowd of people around Pokey.
I don't really like Pokey. Yeah, if I don't see the ball, sick. I go straight up to Banana.
Are you still around? Are you gonna do anything about the ball?
Hey, so I was thinking,
I thought you were
my
gonna do
garden's all
something
done,
about
my
it.
table's all done.
I asked you to
now?
put it
I
in
have
a
this-
hole
this
like a million years
secret
ago,
thing.
and
Did you see the
we
secret
did
hatch?
do that.
You specifically said
I'm
I
asking
can
you.
do
Did
something
you
about
see
it.
the secret
And I said
hatch?
that's
No.
fine. Do
Has
whatever.
anyone
I
told
don't
you?
care.
Ash
I-
said I don't care.
It,
Weird.
we
Weird.
could probably go
Should've
and get
just
some stuff from the forest before it's dark time. You wanna do that?
We gotta get that ball on top of the tower so
Yeah.
all the birds
A
just come in.
beacon.
Yeah,
So
right. The birds come in and just
food.
smash land.
So I
Frankfurt.
wonder if
Follow
we like
through.
if we like slightly like blindfold,
Fully
like somebody
stocked
slightly
kitchen at all
blindfolds themselves and like
Put a net under.
grabs the ball. Can like be like or my eyes are closed and somebody else is like directing me but not looking at
I can do it with
me.
Mage Hand to where it's not
Okay.
a problem, and I have high
Oh.
intelligence.
Well
the
then,
ball's not
Oh,
a
do
concern.
you?
I just thought
I
that
have
she was
high
gonna do it forever ago. So
Oops, Weeple.
yeah.
Drop to the ball.
I just had a little powwow Banana. I'm gonna show her the secret trapdoor, and we're gonna go out into the woods and start gathering some materials.
Yep. Going
It
down.
about the powwow.
I
And I
guess.
just show her the whole thing, and I'm like, I just use Druid Craft to make this look like it hasn't been seen, and we'll come back later.
But while we're going downstairs and walking by everyone else, before we do that,
Yeah.
do you guys know when we're meeting? The
When
mayor.
are we meeting?
I imagine they'll tell us. I mean, they said it was like. the
Yeah,
next
someone's
day
got
or
to
something.
stay
She
here.
was-
I
she
mean,
was
Oh,
still
we got to
setting
do
it up.
signal
still
each other.
setting it up.
I don't
Okay,
think
yeah.
Pokey's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So-
I guess before.
And
We're
I,
going back
Start-
into town
I'm glad that my
anyways. We
naivety
can
was, like,
stop
wouldn't
by
even
somewhere
be
that's gonna
questioning
sell
why
us
all these people were, like,
some bed material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Because
can
I
get,
got whatever.
we can get
I
They're
know
planning.
what that is, and I don't
No,
care.
this is where the-
that sounds fine. I really have no interest in that motherfucker because he was very rude.
He threatened and extorted you.
Gonna
very
come out of the
aggressive.
basement, I guess.
Extremely
Come out
You were
of it.
still in the
don't care.
basement?
For me,
It's-
I
so there's a
also just-
crowd of people.
Also,
I know
vegetable
it's
standing there
festival
now?
and, like,
Yeah.
all the
There's
people,
like 7.
Might be a good time
plus
for you to
Pokey.
remind me that like,
7 plus
vegetables aren't-
Pokey?
Yeah, they're all shoulder to
Necessarily
shoulder,
the most-
just kind of looking down.
Well, yeah, maybe
above the
we'll
table.
get
But you're the only one.
maybe when we get.
You
I'm
can't see
gonna
the
be
ball,
looking
you
for
just see the
vegetables. I
crowd
guess
of
when
a
that
mixed
happens.
match
If
group of
Banana
people.
doesn't think
Do I have
I'm
any
sure
idea
I'll
what's
do it.
going on? Because I wasn't paying
I'll
attention
try
to any of
try
that when it
do
started.
things of
You can go investigate.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay. Yeah, so you go up and you kind of like looking around the crowd of people, and as you push through, you see the ball. Go ahead and make an intelligence check. And you keep seeing the ball.
Alright.
Your hands, the people that you've moved apart that your hands are on, they kind of move their shoulders a little bit, but other than that, they haven't really broken concentration, and now you're just there with your hands on the shoulder of two people peeking through this crowd.
It's a pretty cool ball.
You've grown the size to 8 plus pokey.
Excellent ball.
How heavy is the ball? How heavy is it?
Less
Compared
than
to
Oh, it's
pounds?
super heavy.
I mean, just poundage.
Imagine a
Like glass?
fushi.
Mage hand can lift something that's 10 pounds. It can't
To a
lift
handful of
greater
black
than that,
beans.
So.
Well, I was able to scoop it into a cloak and put it in my bag,
Yeah.
Not
and
that heavy.
Okay, so
Like a
I'm just gonna
bowling ball?
fucking like fadangle my mage hand like through all these people, just grab it and then pull it back, throw it in the bag of
And
holding.
they all follow you like zombies.
Throw in the bag of holding.
Yes.
How are you gonna get it out?
Carefully.
Yeah. Carefully.
As,
Methodically.
Hadn't thought of that.
As your mage hand goes and reaches for the ball and it floats up to the sky, everyone, including you, Baldric, just kind of look up. And as it goes away, like, everyone kind of looks over towards you, and this hand is moving something in your backpack. And they all kind of like, they're a little bit groggy, a little bit aloof, and they all kind of start shaking their heads and looking at each other. Everyone's kind of like almost holding hands in this weird, like, hippie-ish circle, and Baldric's got his hands on two people's shoulders. They kind of throw his hands off, and like, some of them have tools, and they kind of like snap back to, and they start looking around, and they kind of go back with their tools back towards the tower. Some of them were townsfolk, and they start heading back towards the town.
Oh my god.
The beacon.
Baldric just kind of keeps looking at the bag, with this kind of look. Pokey kind of snaps too and sees his armor kind of undone. Everyone's gone. He sees you, which is the last thing that he saw before, and he's just kind of taken aback. He's a little bit dizzy, and he's not quite sure what happened to him.
Got something in your vest, Pokey. Think about it.
The note.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? What?
I'm just gonna walk away.
Cookie.
I'm gonna
He
walk.
starts strapping his armor together, like totally distracted.
I'm just gonna walk away. Now that I interacted with Pokey again, I'm gonna go up to the 4th floor of this thing, hang out in my new space, pull out his crossbow, take a look at it, see if it's
Feel
special.
Jerk off. Get some aggression out.
Yeah. Play with my staff a little, you know.
Alright, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break, because I have to use it.
Okay.
It's gonna be weird with all of us in there.
Yeah, we're all gonna go to the bathroom right now.
Party time!
Banana
Banana.
went out to the forest to gather wood.
I went to gather some wood.
I'm looking for extra vegetables.
Hold on,
In the forest?
hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding.
Banana.
No,
I'm holding on.
Meryl's coming with me. I'm going to kind of use her knowledge of plants.
Okay, so you guys are assisting each other?
Who are you?
Alright, so you have advantage on your rolls. And you're going to gather some wood.
I'm going to gather some wood. Anything also that seems like kind of cool or useful. I'm also going to try and lead her into the direction of useful gathering as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, so when you
I know she's really hyped
Because
on
I am
vegetables.
like voraciously looking for vegetables.
when you guys assist each other,
Graciously.
when you guys assist each other when you're doing tasks, that means that you get advantage on your rolls. So working together, you go looking for some wood. Go ahead and roll to see
Roll for wood.
what you gathered.
Roll for wood.
With advantage, so twice you take the highest.
Shut up.
On what?
It's gonna be bomb.
There's no
Survival, I
initiatives.
think.
Huh? Oh yeah,
Survival.
I was
survival,
expecting
yeah.
a bite.
Yes, right.
Packs it in.
11.
11. All right.
Baby, I love you.
You find a good amount of sturdy pine.
Okay.
And you gather up. You guys don't have the bag of holding with you. So I'd say you gather up. Are you looking to get like a whole big unmessed with log, or are you gathering pieces?
I'm
Or...
not really sure. Just whatever be easier for me to carry, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that you got yourself 2 logs that are sizable enough for you to carry.
Strong enough to feed you.
2 logs.
2 very large logs of pine.
You're pretty strong, right? You're like a dragon.
You are at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at your max carrying capacity. So there's really nothing else you can carry. Meryl.
I'm looking for vegetables. Wink, wink. I'm crazy about vegetables right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a vegetable check.
When you get back.
Zach rolled for
It's a
you.
1.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Alright, so roll twice and take the highest.
11 plus. We're doing nature or survival?
You are doing nature.
Nature. The same thing. It is 16.
16. Alright,
Wild forest vegetables.
That was your advantage roll?
Plus.
You find a really good amount of basil growing in the woods. There isn't a lot going on, but you do find a shit ton of basil.
That which we didn't have at the house. That's great. Let's go.
You successfully uproot it to salvage it in its current state.
Hey, Meryl, why don't you look for something a little more useful also?
What do you mean?
Wow.
Like
Ranger can
medicinal.
The only thing useful in
Medicinal.
my mind
Medicinal.
is making sure the vegetable festival goes off without a hitch.
Like
Yikes. Give
medicinal
him giant
balls
tomatoes.
or
Hoard the motherfucker.
Yeah.
any like
Okay.
magical plants or anything cool.
Maybe I'll roll a medicine check right now to
Magical
see
plants.
what we can see that's useful
Magic
besides this
Literally
really awesome
anything
basil.
besides basil.
And
Cool, let's just get full off basil.
acres. Jesus Christ.
That basil's wild.
So I
Make a
rolled a
little
12
salad.
on medicine check to see in the vicinity if
Medicine?
anything is
Unhealthy?
worth.
Well, it could
grabbing
still be
from the woods.
nature.
Is it still
It
nature?
could still be
You do-
nature.
Then it's a
yeah.
flat 10.
You do, okay. Yeah, you do find some scattered mushrooms. You can gather up some of them. You don't really know what their properties are.
Ooh.
But there's
Well,
always
now
properties.
You
with
did find a
mushrooms.
variety of mushrooms that you
Okay.
go ahead and bag up.
Mushroom variety and a bunch of basil.
And the rest of you are back at the,
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Set up my bed. Just
um,
kind of hanging out.
you guys chilled, you guys went in. Pokey kind of drifted off in his confusion. Not really liking being confused. He just got the hell out of there.
Or did he can't read?
So like he's not. He like got away from us. You mean like he just like left the place?
No, you left him.
Kevin has gone around.
Care.
Okay.
He kind of
Dash
gathers.
Ash.
As you guys return and put your supplies in your room, Kevin gathers you guys all together outside the tower, and he lets you guys know that he's told everyone that's working on the place that there are a few supplies that you might need, and he wants to take a list from you right now of things that he could gather to put inside your potential things he could gather to put inside your home.
I'm gonna go to where Maya is. I'm just gonna ask you, be like, oh wait, oh shit, you built a really dope bed. How's that
I-
queue coming?
I'm outside in the woods.
Oh, cool.
Through the hatch, outside. in the
So, what I just said is, you guys came back,
Oh,
dropped
okay.
your supplies
Okay.
off.
Just kidding.
Kevin gathered you all up outside of your abode, sort of the front area, and he's informed you that he told everyone inside that there might be certain things that you need, and now he wants to compose a list of potential things that he could get going for you guys.
Bed
as
supplies.
You do what you need to do.
We could all use bed stuff.
What?
Bed stuff. Oh, yes, so okay.
Who said that?
Bed stuff.
Also, I was
Wait, I
wondering if
don't
we could
sleep,
maybe
never mind.
get some kind of. You built a heart?
No, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, maybe we could get some kind of like reinforcements or help to build a hearth in the main room.
The heart. Okay.
Some kind of way to cook.
Thank you.
I'm down for some food.
He's also down for some sleep. He's gonna get hit in the head. He's gonna go night night.
What do you need?
Anything? I know the town can't spare much in this regard, but anything that might be beneficial for a wizard study or lab. Bedding and yeah, I don't have much. I know that you guys can't really do much in the way of giving me what I need. So.
All right.
Also, maybe if you guys
that
have
would
any
be
cool-
on the 4th floor.
4th floor. Also, guys, I talked to Kevin about this. You all weren't present. We probably need a steward of some kind. Someone just help run the place while we're off
A
fucking around.
servant or a steward?
I know someone named
Steward, servant, whatever you want to call it. While it's kind of the same thing, it's just a more fancy way of saying assistant, whatever. You know.
To the regional manager.
Kevin assistant.
Assistant to.
Also,
order the mess.
apparently Kevin was a sneaky little fuck similar to you, which means that he might be able to have an eye in terms of that's not a bad thing. You know it's a compliment. He might have a keener eye for detecting structural
Keener
flaws.
than who? I'm just kidding.
Structural flaws in the tower, like places that if someone were to attack us, they might be able to sneak in.
What did
through
he
certain
tell you his strengths were?
He said he was a sneaky little fuck. He
Oh,
said
yes.
he's the sneakiest.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, back in my day, there was this one time I was gathered together.
Oh,
with my
God,
group.
yeah.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Yeah, we had the bar, and we had
I'm
a
listening.
night. Well,
What are you
he was more of an
best at?
eldritch knight. Oh, sneaking, of course. I mean, now in my feeble old age, well,
Go back to the story. It was
not
good.
much.
Well, it's almost like you didn't listen to me.
I just, right now I sit around and write stories of my previous travels. Hope to publish them around the world.
Sneaky. I don't even know what that means. So sneaky.
You're sneaky. Ah, yes, I was a rogue back in
Yeah,
my
but
day.
I'm a sneaky assassin. So
Yeah, he was a sneaky rogue.
Specialty, thievery.
that's what I'm talking about.
I respect that.
Either way, he's
Only from the bad. Only from the bad.
Robin Hood,
Because we
vigilante,
can let
into
you
it,
watch
into
our
it.
stuff.
he's older. He's
Will
older.
use,
Let's
will
hire
use.
this
He's
dude.
retired. This seems like it might be a good gig for him.
Absolutely.
Maybe
We're gonna have this
throw
tower,
open
we're
some
gonna
gold his
fill it
way.
I was gonna say we
Treasure.
could get on payroll.
You watch it. Oh my
I'll set
god.
that up.
You forward
Just to kind of help manage the place.
I
What's
agree.
your social?
Yeah.
I think it sounds good. I think that's a good
We're gonna
plan.
give him his W-2 form at the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
Because
Can you
I'm
sign
not-
this NDA, please?
Probably important.
I don't know
I
what
still
that
haven't
is,
signed
but
the NDA at work.
Why would you?
Why would I?
if you guys are okay
Thief.
with me moving a few
Charlatan.
belongings into a space down in the basement, then
Please stay
I
with
would-
us.
Wait, you guys,
Yeah,
like,
that's
do
I would
we
be
want him
happy
in the
to watch over
basement?
your keep for
I don't know.
Me gusta.
I don't think the basement, but like, there's
Build
definitely
him one of
other
those little
corners.
grass houses.
It'd be nice to have him work his way down from the top.
Maybe not the basement.
Yeah.
Like
why
he
don't you
starts
stay
at the
up there with
balcony
you?
and then sleeps with him.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'd
you can
have
stay-
second thoughts if Kevin has to crash with me.
You love company.
I really don't.
You
like company.
love company.
Kinda
Plus, Kevin knows
Yeah,
all these
no.
stories.
they do say misery loves company.
Let's make a
I
company
like
that makes
Kevin.
misery.
Oh,
There
Kevin
you
should
go.
stay with you.
Yeah, no one's in your room.
Kevin, you know with those little
Kevin, you can
legs
stay
of yours-
with me in my gazebo.
With
I've
those
always
little
wanted
legs
to
of yours,
dabble
it
in
seems like
wizardry.
running up 4 flights of stairs at your age might not be the greatest idea. So I think
Maybe it
something
could be a
lower
trade.
I think
We
it,
could
like,
show off some cantrips.
there's a lot of room
When
on
we
the
run
first
out of
floor.
gold.
We could probably like retrofit like a room. We just build a wall and a door and give them a little room on the first
I mean,
floor.
we've
Find him a
got
closet.
this whole thing. I mean, a lot of it, all the renditions have been made out of wood, so why not?
Yeah, we just.
After my longbow.
But you just get the fucking guys that you stared down up working on the balcony that hopefully
Yeah.
they're gonna build a railing so no one fucking falls
I mean,
off.
hopefully they will now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
I'm
mean,
just
if
gonna run
they
around
don't,
it.
if they don't, you probably remember what they look like and we can track them.
Ekans, use Lear.
Right? Don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Ian.
Snake
Yes.
backwards.
So either way, yeah. If we're all good with that, I say we give you like we make a room on the first floor. We just there's a big living space that's outside the
Are you
tower.
talking about the main
yeah,
floor?
yeah. We can make there's plenty of space there to make a
Like,
make
we're
a
in the
bedroom.
tower. We're in the main tower, so.
Yeah, but
I think
like
that-
in the house that's
All
connected
of
to
the
tower on first
servants
floor.
should live in the basement where there's no light.
Oh my god. Become mole people. Serve us.
No basement.
Kevin, I
killers.
don't care where you sleep. We'll find something out, and we'll put you on payroll.
The
Figure out
more
something
light
same
they
day
have,
by
the
end.
more money
Oh,
they
one-
think they deserve.
Wonderful.
Okay, we need to put in a request for a new friend, Kevin. We need sleeping arrangements, and I'm not gonna. I want our friends
I
to
think
focus
he
on
only
weapons.
needs a very
Feel
small
free to
bed.
have sleeping arrangements.
It's true.
I'm fine.
I am
We could keep
Alright.
his bed in a drawer somewhere.
in town.
He could live in a
If
drawer.
that's
Talking
where
about like
you're going,
Dobby, like
if you're
it's like a
thieving,
Dobby.
Yeah.
if you're paying for things, I don't mind. Let me know how much money you need, but we need sleeping accommodations.
Sleeping accommodations can be done. Yes.
All right.
Dope.
Yes.
All right.
My thievery days are over. I'm afraid, but
Oh, do you need to be paid if you're running into town? You'll need money, right?
well, I could use a small sum if you're looking for things in particular.
I mean, a comfy.
What are you doing, Layla?
I have these red rocks. I could give you
At
one.
least a bedroll.
You have a bedroll.
Not
I don't.
much of
What?
a barterer,
We both
but,
don't.
You should.
right.
It's like one of the
I'm gonna give him
generic
one of the
things
red
you
rocks.
get when
And,
you make your character.
Travis didn't give me one.
In any adventurers pack, explorers pack, whatever, there is a bedroll.
There's
You would have
always
one
a
of those.
bedroll. You should
You would
have a
one of
bedroll.
those.
Yeah.
You would have one of those.
Everybody gets one starting out.
Well, not I.
Like I have
I got
literally.
rope, crowbar, hammer, fighting
Yeah, I got plenty of
torches,
weird-ass shit.
tinderbox,
I put
a
only
coin.
the necessities for
rations,
where we
water
found you in
skin.
there because I wrote your character sheets
know what?
like the day before.
Yeah,
we
You know
started.
what? To be
Disguise
honest, I'm
kit,
looking at it right now and I don't have a
some
bedroll
bottles
either.
filled with some
All right.
I thought I did.
fluid.
Get a bedroll on the list. Doesn't matter. I got gold. Let's
Raw,
do
it
it.
almost,
dragon
it
liver
almost
and
makes more
dragon
sense
tits.
that you
Bedroll
wouldn't care to
times
have
three.
It
one.
does. It does.
3 bedrolls.
Well, we can always grab some extra
yes,
hay from the
5 silver apiece.
horse's
should probably
house.
cover it.
I have a newspaper if you want to sleep on it.
All right, so that's 1.5 gold.
Can you build me a box spring?
1.5 gold. Do I round up or down in this
for it.
situation? I paid.
Down.
I love you, Raw.
Thank you.
Always run down.
Is there anything
I
else
bought
should
your
add to the
bedroll that I'm
list?
gonna knock
Is that all getting done tonight?
Well, I'd like
For
to
it.
inform them as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I gotta do that myself.
I don't know. I feel like there's something important we're missing.
Absolutely, there always is.
I was thinking about going.
Aren't you gonna do something with your cat?
Oh yeah. That's
It looks like a
Okay.
church.
that's
That's
separate.
not too bad, right?
Since
Yeah, that's good.
Is it still daylight? Like, is it? You know, or the evening?
Waiting, but yes.
Yeah, hey God, what time
Would I have time to hit the library real quick?
We have a meeting at night.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
do we?
that's
Well,
right.
then I can go into. Okay, I want to go read about this damn Oni.
That
I'm tired of
I
losing
was
sleep.
just gonna say the same thing.
Smart wisdom.
I hate this thing.
Finally, thank you.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
hate
with
this
you.
thing because y'all are talking about sleep, and I'm like,
We need to go
we're
find
gonna,
some.
we're
gonna
gonna
get
lose
sleep.
another night.
Thank you,
This
Meryl.
MF knows where we live.
MF.
Mother, father.
Because this is
Mother,
your.
father.
Nope,
That's
this
mine.
is my.
No, this is mine right here.
But that's
Why do
yours.
you have that?
Munchkin
well,
feathers.
I will. I'll distribute this list to everybody around here.
Thank you, Kevin.
Is there any place to get magical supplies in town?
Meryl wants to research, tell me.
Yeah,
Not
we're going
that
to
I'm
the
aware of.
bookstore
I was
Like
just
a-
to learn some shit about the Oni so that we
Yeah,
can
no matter what,
protect our
I'd be
new house and it doesn't get goddamn burned down or filled up with three-headed dead deer.
Before we do anything else,
Fortunately, the tower's made of stone.
I'm going to put my cat's litter box in Ian's
Okay,
gazebo.
I just need to listen harder.
Okay.
Moon-age Jaeger.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Fluffy,
Fluffy.
it's the one that fucked you up.
One of the better ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, so you guys
I
are
just want to.
going with
I
him?
just want to train
Yes.
my cat to
You're like going to the library place.
Yep.
shit outside.
Okay. Is this something you're working out with? Banana's working out with Meryl, or?
I mean,
She's working
no,
out with
Meryl's
Fluffy.
like doing some other shit. I'm
just gonna take
I'll find it later.
of it. Yeah.
I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
I'm just putting it in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast fart smell in
Noted.
Meryl.
Meryl.
Meryl,
Hey,
you
kind
are
of-
beautiful, but you do
Kind of my
stink.
general blaze.
As you guys,
Smart fellas.
as you guys are finishing up your
Smart fella.
conversation,
Smart
you notice
fella.
Hafni approaching.
Oh,
It's the mayor.
Wait, where's the mayor's house? Let's go to the library and then we'll go to the mayor's house.
Boner.
Or who wants to go to the library with me and then we'll go to the mayor's house.
I have a drawing that's happening.
Hello, I just came to inform you.
Oh no, it's true.
We will be having our town hall meeting promptly at sundown. So
Oh, okay. Thank you.
we will be meeting at the barracks
Oh yeah, she said she's gonna come tell us.
in the center of town.
Okay.
We're only meeting with the people that are willing to come. So it could be large, it could be small. I don't really know. But
I'll be at home.
Doing what? Not
Not
sleeping,
sleeping.
that is.
okay, well, I hope to see those of you that can make it,
Smarts.
and we can talk about our plans to assist in however we can. In
I want to
this.
hear everything all the time, so I'm going.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Does anyone want to come to the library or go
Yeah, I'm
Baldric,
going,
yeah,
yeah, we're
Baldric
going to
and
the
Narrow
library and then
Library.
we're gonna
I'll go to the
fucking
library.
scram over there.
Yeah, I'm going to the library too.
Can but
I
no
don't like
one's gonna
books.
want
You
your
look like you need
home
a
except
nap.
for these workers who are still building
fine.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin is gone on an errand, so
Maybe I'll stay at home and do some wood
Ooh,
carving.
girl.
I
hook me
would like to do some leather work in the stables to create some holding place for our horses.
Okay.
Do I have to like roll for that or anything?
Sorry, what exactly are you making?
I want to make like things like hold their.
Some,
I don't know what you call them.
some stirrup.
Well, like they've got like we can tie them
Reins?
off to stuff. So just like
You tie the reins.
Reins?
To the pole.
Post?
I just want to make like
A
leather
hitching
into the.
post?
Yeah, I just want like there's posts, so I just want to like make some like leather to like tie
Damn,
them
did
up
we
onto.
kill the Funyuns first? It's because they're dank.
We'll get to
Hello?
Right.
that.
I
So
don't know.
the rest of you are going to the library, and you two are staying.
Are you going to the library?
Nope. I'm going to the meeting.
No, we're going to the
What?
meeting afterwards, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the
afterwards.
meeting is
Yeah, it's,
after.
not, it's sundown.
My bad.
Evening has just started,
My bad.
so
Yeah, so sundown is pretty much like right now, right?
it's soon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I want to make a longbow out of this pine.
I'm gonna keep Banana company. I don't give a shit. I'll wait for the meeting.
Are you gonna assist in the building?
Yeah.
Say yes.
Or be pleasant company.
But
I don't
I mean,
wanna
I'm
roll
gonna
low.
stay here during the meeting.
It's literally
So-
just a dude.
I'll stay with you until the meeting. I'll go off on my own. I'll shifty like.
Malarkey. I'm
Lib.
Library?
Okay. So the three of you are staying, the four of you are going to the library?
I'm watching him look at books.
Why are you? You're just.
Malarkey,
Watch
Malarkey's
everyone.
probably too tired to even read right now.
Oh,
the words
yeah,
just
he
kind
can't.
of blend together.
He's like, yep, those are good books.
Man, I can read anything. Don't even worry about me.
Once you pop the fun, don't
Normally he
stop.
can. His eyes are so fucking bloodshot.
I don't know. He looks like
Everything's in
shit.
soft focus.
Alright, so you guys make your way through town, you cross the bridge, across the river, and
Wait.
you come to this very small, almost
Oh,
hut of a building.
Wait.
When you enter in, there is a small desk in the very far back corner, adjacent to the door, and there's a few kind of shoddily built book racks hang out in there, and there's a couple small tables, one chair apiece on them, and as you walk in, the librarian pays no notice to you at all. What are you looking for?
Information on the owning. So I have, what is it called? Researcher. Which means I can at least find something. Whether or not it's useful.
Perception check.
Yeah. I'll be able to find information on the owning. What do you have?
I'm gonna go up to the librarian and ask her where I can find a book on
Yeah.
demons or
I know
things
where
like
to find
that.
it. I don't know whether or not it'll be.
Alright, you walk up to the
Well, I
librarian.
mean, where you'll find it is this
Um,
library.
He's
You
got a
just have to
quill and a
find
pen
it.
out,
Yeah.
or a quill and ink out. He's kind of writing stuff down in the book, and you, as you walk over to him,
Hello.
he's not paying. You kind of startle him up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I'll start seeing Mark again.
How can I help you?
So My friends, we have a problem with a oni or some kind of demon bird thing that won't let us sleep. So we need a book, so we can deal with that.
Yeah, Big Bird.
Myth and religion is in the
Big
far
bird, no,
corner.
let's sleep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm headed over there.
And while I heard. I'm assuming I heard that. Should I just roll?
Yeah,
Or-
you guys are both investigating. So
I mean,
go
me
ahead.
too.
All three of you.
20.
All four of you.
Nice.
20, nat 20.
9.
Plus, what are you adding to that?
Do I need to add anything? I thought I wasn't supposed to add when I have a nat 20.
You always add to it, but you,
and
you
I'm
make it
doing
clear
it
for it.
on perception, or am I doing it on history?
It's not gonna be perception. It's not gonna be perception. It's probably gonna be religion, maybe.
Yeah, religion. So
22.
I got 18.
Or history.
16.
Nat 20 with a 2 plus.
Awesome.
religion.
Let's find some
Okay.
shit out. Sorry. I mean, that wood looks great. I like the wood tree. Yeah.
It's some sturdy pine.
Thank you. I like me.
And I also have a hidden
That'd
motivation
myself.
for something that I'm also looking for if I happen to stumble upon it.
want me to
Or, like,
How to make better berries.
Well, I was thinking if I can't find information on the Oni, that I would try to find information on how to help a person who doesn't
You'll
like
be a little
sleep.
tough.
Okay.
But that's a
I
side
got
thing.
dragon scales. You want
Wait,
I'm
what? Say that
keeping
again?
below.
a different kind of dragon.
So, if I couldn't find information on the Oni, which I was prepared for, I just wanted to find information on how to help someone who doesn't want to sleep. Or like, sleep that baby over here. Just want to help.
How to knock out
I'm
a
fine.
warlock.
It's super easy. You get right behind
One-on-one.
him with this hammer.
You do.
He is like
And it either
All of a
does
sudden,
what
I
you're
feel
avoiding
like-
all help. So like, if I
It's
can
either
help
gonna
him-
knock him out or it's gonna make him feel better.
Yeah, I gotta-
Makes it feel
You
I
can
think
find
it's
a
worth the
book
risk.
of orcish myths,
I might
fairy tales,
take you up on that later tonight.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you refuse
get
to
that
will
one.
the buck to sleep.
Kill me
and
in one
inside
blow.
it you do. You find a chapter on.
I can put you
the
back
Oni,
together. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Hit me more.
That
And
guy's dead.
it gives you a little bit of information about
Squelching is not cool.
people who have had encounters with the Oni.
Yeah.
These are all supposed. I mean, you can think of it like UFO stories.
Wait, one more time.
People have claimed to have seen the Oni.
Oh god, wait, I missed that one.
As you read through it, you do find some stories about like the Oni robbing and eating children. People giving real life accounts. You find out that the Oni usually has some sort of nesting ground and will keep pieces of the bodies as trophies.
We got that. He got on my
Like
scale.
deer heads.
That's not good for you.
You find out that the Oni is supposedly a shape changer and can take the humanoid form of anything that is from small to large. You also know that you find that nobody is known to have seen its true shape, but there are many accounts of the Oni having blue skin and red eyes and black claws. Those are the most common descriptors that you find throughout the fairy tales. And that it is a highly magical creature.
Red eyes, black
It's
nails.
not strong, but it's very clever and seems to never face odds that are against it.
Neat. I can't hear this, but neat.
Okay, so it gets fucked up if it's too scary. It's like, nah.
What'd you roll, Jim?
How can we hunt the Oni ourselves?
16 for religion.
Okay, and you
With
were
the,
just
I want
searching-
an emphasis
just get
on
like-
defenses against or combating one.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 for religion. I would like to know if there's a way that we can trap it if it comes after us to some degree.
Okay, so wait, trapping and what was the other one?
Defense against.
Defense against.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Oh, shit, you got me.
What are you doing?
Defense against the dark arts.
As far as you can tell, the only thing that you really get at glean from it is that the Oni does not like daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted what?
there's a way to trap it. It's frequently like fucking with us at nighttime.
Onis?
Sometimes physically showing up. So
The only hint that you find on that is that the Oni is obsessed with obtaining magical items, like very magical items. Like,
Okay.
Oh.
it will sometimes do things that it wouldn't normally do to
Okay.
attain a magical item.
Just throwing you this. This is
We have
something that's
magical
a
items?
question
We
for
have
you
a
because
really
of just how
magical
it's
item
written.
that fucking
My
yeah.
Eldritch
Before
Insight.
that, it was a tank.
Eldritch
Yeah,
Insight with the
now
mask
I really
allows
want
me
it.
to once a day immediately determine an enemy's weakness.
Sleep with that mask
can
on.
can I specifically consider like what I am?
It would be while facing the enemy.
Gotcha. Yeah. I figured. It didn't say I had to see it, but I presume that was a kind of suggested addendum. So okay.
And what did you roll, Larkin?
Hmm?
What'd you roll?
He's just hanging
A
out.
9?
I mean,
Okay.
kind of, but
These are
books.
Them
Doesn't
sure are
work.
books.
You found a book titled
Coloring book.
Bedtime stories.
The Guide to Fallcrest, a book of good advice.
Ooh. I think that's where we
Sleep
are.
often. Never don't sleep.
You flip open the book, and one of the first pieces of advice you read is you can maximize your carrying capacity by putting one bag of holding inside another.
well, that's not a good
Sounds
idea.
promising.
You want me to put my bag in your bag?
I'll write that down.
And
Boo.
What about that bag of bee holding?
Oh.
We could put Orax in it. I'm a
Yeah.
genius.
Wow.
Yeah, we put Oryx in the bag of holding.
So all we need is an orb and a bag of
Especially
holding.
if we
That'll
put
do it.
the bag of holding in the bag of holding, Oryx dies.
Best advice ever.
so are you guys finished at the library?
I think so.
All right.
Absolutely.
Make your way back.
Maya, go ahead and roll. What are you trying to make?
I'm making a longbow out of this pine.
Ooh, a long boy.
A long
boy.
bow. How does
Long
he
bow.
do it?
Equals bigger bag of holding.
And are you assisting?
Yeah, assist me. Because then I get advantage.
Okay, see that's where. Okay, I want a different D20.
Just be like,
This is
you did a
No,
good
no, no,
job.
no.
No,
have to
you
roll
don't do
anything.
anything.
Just
I get to roll twice.
Oh, then yes, I do not understand the rules.
So when
Ooh, I
you're
rolled better the
when
first
people
time,
are
right.
assisting each other, and
Teamwork
because
is
you have
dreamwork.
some craftsmanship, like obviously Raw couldn't necessarily assist her, but when you guys are helping each other with things that you can do, because
I
we
got
haven't really
dexterous
hammered out
fingers.
proficiencies, we'll just say that
malarkey.
you have high numbers in.
Dying.
The person doing the task gets an advantage on the roll.
Okay,
Malarkey's
so
out.
what am I adding to this? Just my regular proficiency?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have
Laughing.
your-
Sleeping.
Oh, he's laughing?
Yes.
Using
What
my
are you
artisan
laughing
tools for my
at?
proficiency. Okay.
His sleep tip.
Don't worry about
So
it.
it's
All
a
right.
17
Oh.
on the pine longbow.
You rolled a what on my bow?
Total.
Total of 17.
Okay. Yeah, you craft a very beautiful and ornate ebony longbow.
No. I'm using the pine.
Oh, you're using the pine.
Yes.
Okay. You craft a very
She kind of like.
beautiful
Shoddy.
and ornate, pine longbow.
It's good. It'll
Pine
cure up real
longbow.
nice. Sick. Alright.
And in that time, the sun is setting as you guys leave the library. Slowly fading to darkness as the sky turns red and purple and blue.
Tell me your refill.
As I'm like just hanging out, I'm gonna like keep making shit while I'm
Okay.
at the house, okay?
And
Anybody
what
else
were you
need
making?
anything?
I'm
It's a
just
big
trying to like
frame.
spruce up the stables, so like maybe add some like
Oh
leather
God,
straps
you're
in
gonna
there
just
that we
ruin
can like
all the nice things
tie
I
their-
just did in there.
Okay.
tie their
She's
ties
trying
to.
What skill are you using for that?
My leather working.
Throwing shade.
Oh, you have leatherwork.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's
So
a
I
good
might
one.
I might go in
So
there. and
it's
have
a straight up
nice
roll.
things.
It's a straight up
the
roll
druids
plus
is
your
throwing
proficiency.
I have leather
The
working and land vehicles, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go
So
ahead and roll to see how well your leather straps turn out.
Where?
From my brand new.
oh
you go.
Jesus, do I get a? I
Yeah,
can't
Jesus
roll
roll.
twice.
For a long bit.
No.
Terrible.
No, so
Oh, no.
6.
I
6.
was just playing in the section. I
The whole stable smells like fart.
You do a pretty childish job.
Yeah, you making
making
shitty
leather
straps
straps.
again?
Wow. I love when this happens.
Some of them are like this big, like thin little pieces, and like some of them are like this big. Like, what the fuck do we even do with this? But you seem pretty proud of your work, nonetheless.
Cool.
That'll do.
You know what?
Another tattoo
This is
for
this
Rob.
is the shittiest, second shittiest time I've done that. So
It's the sleep desk.
I'm supposed to be good at
I
leatherworking.
should
What is
have a
happening?
crossbow.
Good.
I
As
should
you
have read
finish your
this. This is
Yeah,
as
wasn't
you finish
better.
your leather work that you're very proud of,
Just-
you notice that the sun is setting,
Yes,
and
stupid.
it's almost dark now. The sky's a purplish, very dark blue. Who's going to the meeting?
I am.
I am.
I think only Banana's staying behind, right?
Yeah, I'm holding the fort down.
Thank you,
Okay.
Banana.
I want to make a crossbow. While I'm at home.
See, I didn't do my research, so I
Yo.
wish I asked for a crossbow.
If you ask real nice, I think Ash has a crossbow.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it belongs to Pokey.
But I wanna-
Not anymore, it doesn't.
I want to make one. I want
mine.
to make a crossbow while I'm at home.
Okay.
Be
Then
long
we will
past
get back
tense.
to that.
Yeah, it's fine.
So we're all going
I'm
to the
chilling.
meeting, but Banana's staying.
Or actually, well, I'll have you roll for that now, because I mean, it just takes time to make anyways.
Oh no!
Wait, so did you happen to learn anything about trapping anything?
What'd you get?
Not really. I likes magical items.
So-
Plus 3, it's a 4.
You were using what?
I'm probably gonna
The
plan on
pine.
just staying up tonight.
The pine?
Get rid of it.
Okay, so
My
as you're carving and kind of
Finesse.
putting the metal work and like the little pins in for the mechanism that would bring the
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working
parts of the crossbow back, like the arms of the crossbow back, and you're testing it out, the pins actually snap and crack the pine in half, and it splinters, and your metal pieces fly out, and when your springs jams into the wall, and you broke your pine
Well,
crossbow.
I'm just gonna make those into like
But
forks and spoons.
You can, but you have more
Wait, what
wood.
did you just try to
You can
do?
make another attempt if you want.
Yeah. Okay, I'll make one more
Can you
attempt.
use crossbow when I input when I start?
You have enough wood for one more attempt. You're not gonna use the ebony. You're gonna use
I'm gonna use the ebony
Okay.
if it's good.
Oh, it's in one hand. I've done it. I don't think I can.
Whoa.
I used to be able
12?
to, but no
Yeah.
problem.
Alright, and you're not doing anything special. You're just making a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
A small crossbow or a large?
There's 3. There's hand crossbow,
Oh,
normal
yeah.
crossbow, and large crossbow. So
Normal.
Hand crossbow's kind of sick, but
Normal.
Okay. You successfully, throughout the night, you have the tools and materials, and you scrap up some of the metal from the piece that you broke, and
Okay.
you put yourself together a nice ebony crossbow.
Cool. I'm gonna make some bolts like while I'm just chilling all night. Okay.
All right.
Roll a
This is
I'm not dating.
roll
This
a
is just garbage and
d10. See how many you make for the night.
Not dating.
Wait.
I'm available to the internet.
What is this one?
5.
Send me your money.
This
Okay.
one is.
Send him your
You're
money.
using the ebony for that too.
This one's garbage.
Sure.
Okay.
That is so true.
All right. So the rest of you, you guys are coming from the library, and you guys are coming down from your homestead, and you make your way across the water. You guys already crossed the water. You guys kind of meet at the bridge that you two are crossing, and you head towards the barracks, where you see some torches lit inside. The sun is completely set, and it looks like everyone that was there for the meeting has shown up. You step inside, and you see just kind of a few chairs scattered about. There's actually not that many people there. There's only a few townsfolk. Hafni is standing at a podium at the front, and she's sort of, everyone's kind of like whispering to each other as it seems that she said something a little controversial.
The mayor?
Yes.
How's your cameras?
And you guys walk in and take seats sort of near the back as it's clear that the meeting has started. There is a half-elf male and he just got done kind of whispering to someone else, and she's like, and he turns and he's like, I don't see what business we have going back to Midtown, or going back to X-Space. I mean, you know, our problem is solved here. It seems like we need to rebuild. And the mayor is like, I know, but listen, we must assist in what we told Pokey, Gregor, that we would assist in. They already have things in place. If they're doing what they were supposed to, then the town should be ready for our assistance. It won't take much of us, and they've already pulled a few other strings. We've got Jax on our side, we've got Pokey on our side, and we've got the adventurers that just...
Order of the Mask.
Yes, we've got the Order of the Mask on our side.
That was brutal.
Only a small amount of assistance will be necessary. He kind of like sits down, crosses his arms in his seat, kind of like looking forward, like shaking his head. And
Who is this guy?
You say he's half elf?
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
half elf male. If our adventurers could enlighten us on the situation currently at hand in Wax Space, and they've been working with Aaron, and they were the last ones to see Gregor. Perhaps you could shed some light and help inspire the crowd to.
As far as I'm concerned, what's your name? I'm pointing at half elf. What's your name?
Sparky.
Sparky.
Yes.
Rhymes with
Wexfist is a problem for you. Whether or not you choose to accept it, Wexfist is a problem for you.
Why?
Whenever we left, it looked like they were preparing for battle.
Ooh, he's very like me. Me gusta.
They had large encampments that they were just then putting up. They were new. They know about the rebels. They're not happy with you, from my understanding. They're like it's imperialistic bullshit on their part. But with no other large town for them to ransack in sight, it's probably Midtown.
Well, if Aaron's inciting a revolution, then why doesn't he just take care of it himself?
That's what this conversation's about, because obviously that's not easy. It's not easy to just incite revolution. More importantly, a revolution isn't going to fix the problem entirely. That also doesn't remove from our table the fact that regardless of whether or not Orax is going to keep on attacking Midtown, which he says he won't, but the fact that he exists close to Midtown is a problem.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
You know what, fuck it. I'll use my portents. 14 plus...
Whoa.
It's 15. Oh, wait. Yeah, 15.
15.
Well, don't do that. You're ruining it.
I mean, how much assistance are we talking about here? What is it you guys can do anyways?
Well, I can teach you how to fight them. I read a book about all that they know, pretty much. I'm pretty good at remembering stuff. I could probably teach you how to fight them.
I'm glad I stayed home. I had bad charisma. I actually have pretty decent charisma.
What about you guys? What are
Talk
you
it
gonna
up.
do?
Honestly, I'm personally in full agreement with you. Why bother with them when we're doing fine?
Right?
No, I kind of have. I have a bad disposition.
Is that what you're saying? I have a bad disposition.
I guess so. It already came out of my mouth hole.
It's like a strange interjection. Is that something you want to elaborate on?
I have soft spots, but I'm pretty self-serving.
It's fine to have both. Here's the thing. The existence that we have right now, the small window of peace that we have from Orax no longer fucking with Midtown, is a small window.
Temporary.
We do not know how long Orax is going to stay chill.
You're right.
And we definitely don't know how long it's going to take before Wexfist becomes more imperialistic and wants to do a manifest destiny across the fucking globe. Or at least this land, right?
And it's like, you like your new home, huh? You like your new home that we've been investing in? Well, that's not going to be around for very long.
Like, revolution aside, like, we have to help with that. Shortly, we will be traveling there to convey what messages Gregor left us with. For Jax, for Aaron. But it's a very foolish decision to make to assume that whatever is going to go on with the revolution is going to immediately fix everything, and it's not going to be a problem for Midtown. More importantly, I think Orax is a bigger threat. Orax is who we should worry about first, and if I can convince General Lexfist and that whole crew to be more concerned about Orax than with Midtown, then that's another issue off of our plate. Either way, it's something that we need to plan for. Whether or not you fight is one thing. That's what this conversation is about, how to best prepare for this. The mayor might have ideas, I don't know. Fighting might not be your thing. We're still going to need food. We're still going to need material. Whatever your forte is, we might be able to, I don't know, extrapolate it. Whatever.
Well, I'm here for the town, not myself, but...
Well, if they attack the town, it might be in your best interest to at least take some of our advice. At the very least,
But if
it'd probably be a good idea to
town.
arm yourselves with my knowledge against their tactical maneuvers.
Do you
Just
like,
saying, I'll offer a class.
do you
I don't
like
know.
living in a shack, by the way? Do you have like a small shack that's like a one room thing that's like kind of shitty by any chance? Or is it nicer than that?
You trying to fuck with me, human?
No, I honestly want an answer from you.
Wait,
What's
what's
your
human?
living arrangement look like? Because everyone that wasn't human in Wexfist was living in shitty little shacks, and they're cordoned off. And whenever something bad happens in the town, they start dragging out non-humans and just try to behead them because they think that makes their problems go away. So if Wexfist comes here, you're gonna be living in a little tiny shitty shack, and anytime a crime happens, there's a solid chance you might be dragged out and chucked in prison.
The female tiefling kind of like interrupts the conversation, and she's like, "Wait, they've got all the non-humans shacked up."
Well, it's just like a fucking. I mean, they're not living well.
They're segregated in their own
It's-
area.
It's
It's like ghetto.
And
Like
there's
what
lots
the
of dirt and
Nazis
poop
had.
and mud
Yeah.
on the ground.
It's not good.
Mm.
And they're not treated well. And we weren't treated well.
I mean, Orax and everything else aside, I really think we don't really have much for ourselves here. We don't help everyone else out over there.
Yes.
That's part of what the plan is, you know. It's part of why I'm actually here is because I don't like that shit either.
And then the mayor kicks in. Hafni comes in and says, "It seems that with everything that's going on, the sooner we get there, the better. So, is everyone in the Order of the Mask on board with this?"
I don't
Yeah,
know about
I am.
everyone.
Yeah, everyone
I don't know about
present.
everyone, but
Wow, look at Malarkey. He needs some sleep.
Yeah, the warlock's a bit sleep
Hello?
deprived. It's hard for him to comprehend.
Can we get him some
Yeah,
whiskey
can we
milk?
rest? Can we rest?
oh yeah, he
No,
loves milk.
No, we've got
Put it in
energy.
my house,
Malarkey
bring
doesn't.
Can he rest?
Yeah.
Can
Can
we
we?
get this dude a glass of milk?
Yeah, we need to get
Can
him
we
a glass
leave in
of
the
whiskey
morning?
milk.
Why are we leaving like 2 days after we get our bed
Would
rolls?
you do it for a Scooby snack?
Yeah.
We
that's
probably
the
we
thing.
probably need to be pretty quick about going in and
It's true.
getting Gregor's information to Jax and Aaron about what's going on.
There's a tabaxi about like a corner seat up from you, and like while they were all talking about milk, they kind of look back at your tired eyes and they're like, they got like a little jug of milk.
Cat
They start
milk.
like leaning
Cat
back,
milk.
like,
Ask if it's warm and has
"Need
minty.
some?
Is it chunky?
Is it chunky?
You need something to pick you up?"
I doubt it's
They do.
pasteurized.
Dude,
Take
need to
it,
pick
dude.
me up.
Take it.
It's definitely not
He
homogenous.
hands you a jug of milk.
Graham.
I'll handle
What do you guys
complex
like?
political situations
Cream
for a jug of
puff.
milk.
Room temperature.
It's grandma
Grandma
juice.
juice.
Grandma
Hands you a
juice.
jug of room temperature milk.
My favorite temperature for milk. Yeah.
That's
Are
straight
you
from the
just gonna drink
teat.
it, or are you gonna check
Straight
it out? What are
from
you
the
gonna do?
teat.
I'm gonna just drink it.
You're gonna judge
Absolutely.
it.
Milk. Of course it's trustworthy.
All right, yeah. As you're drinking, you do see sort of like a sort of pink crystalline kind of glow to like of some sediment down.
That's how I like it.
Malarkey.
And
Strawberry milk.
you actually start to feel your energy come back full force as you're
It's like
Yeah,
dude,
just
it's like
like
crack.
maybe like a
Swinging by
little
them.
bit
That's some like
too
super
much.
salmonella.
Milk plus.
Milk.
It only hits you later.
It's milk like out of a
Plus.
Clockwork Orange. It's got cocaine in it.
Dank movie. The
Um,
dankest.
Down for
So
a
Just
bit.
yeah.
a little bit of
Right now,
amphetamine in it.
you have a +1 to your add a point to your dexterity.
Minus one
um,
tooth.
For the
Add a
crack.
+1 to your dexterity, and a +1 to your constitution.
Damn,
Ooh.
son.
Wait, that
That was some good
that's
milk.
what's your
Should I
HD?
throw in a Tabaxi
That's
disguise and just
+5 to my
fucking...
HP.
If it rounds out an even
You
number,
get
yeah.
some
Plus
milk.
5 to your
Come on,
max at the
boys.
moment. It's temporary.
I'd like some grandma juice for the road.
And he's like,
Grandma juice.
he's like signaling for the bottle back.
Pass it back.
Wow, that's a good charlatan. Good.
Kind of like puts the cork back in it, and hides it back on the side.
Super grandma juice.
Well, for grandma juice. If everyone on town isn't bored, and at that point, Sparky kind of
We
like
are
gets
not
up with a
chicken.
gruff, like, kind of kicks some of the dirt off and walks out of the meeting hall. It's like everyone else in there kind of watches him walk away. Is there anyone else here that disagrees with what we're doing? Because if not, I think that we should be on our way first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, what?
Be on
What
our way to
exact-
Wexfist.
We're gonna go to Wexford.
Wait,
talk
wait,
to-
wait.
to-
Not
Oh.
all of us. I mean, like our party, right?
No,
I mean,
all of us.
All of us.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
gonna throw this
kill
out there
them.
one last time. If y'all want some of my combat knowledge, that might be pertinent to
Are you a druid?
talking to them. I'm just offering advice. Whether or not that advice is going to be helpful to them is
Your combat
Up
knowledge
to the-
would be much appreciated.
cool. We need to make maybe take a moment to just maybe go through that. Or
Do you
like,
have
do
that many
I'm not
vegetables?
so sure that the town meeting where there's like a handful of people is a good place to start the
Well, I don't
combat.
know.
Just
Maybe at
start
least with the
handing the
general or
vegetables
something.
out.
Is there the
There is
general?
there is
of-
no general for Midtown.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to help. At least I know. I should probably teach you guys some stuff that I learned in the book.
Pretty confident.
Where did it go? 0, 3, 2, 1.
Well, if everyone else is on board,
Because these
1,
ones
2, 3.
are
we
my.
can
I
meet at
can
these
cast
barracks
these
in
all
the
I
morning
want.
and make our way to Lexfist.
Wait. So just to be clear, I'm not. Are you under the impression that I'm saying that we should assault Lexfist?
No, we're invading.
Yeah,
That's
That's
assaulting
the
Lexfist.
plan.
I thought
That
that
is
was the plan.
not the message.
We're
that
gonna
I'm
go.
trying to
We're gonna
convey
sneak back there,
Yikes.
burn the rest of the inn down.
Yeah.
From everything that you told me about from Aaron, it
I hear
sounds
they
like,
restocked on whiskey.
it
Perfect.
sounds like whatever he has planned, the sooner we're there, the better.
Okay, in that case, like instead of going directly to Lexfist, we should probably go directly to where the rebels are stationed, and then that way we can at least unite forces, and then come up with a plan from that. And before we even attack, at least me, probably the rest of my party, should go into Lexfist where we're still in good standings, and maybe get the lay of the land. Maybe
I
talk
just
to
refilled.
Lexfist, see if we can actually like get something sorted out that will be beneficial to us. As far as raw power is concerned, you should not.
Raw power?
You should
Raw
not
power.
like go 1-to-1 against Lexfist. We need to be a little bit more methodical about this.
It's not under the standing
You take the
of
whole
going
town.
hostile.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know that it's a smart idea for you guys to show up. They might just. We'll talk
Why
to
would we
Aaron
go in hostile?
and Jax
fun.
and figure out what they think. But
So you
Why
will
would
go
you?
before
You're a
us.
barbarian.
I mean,
That's
like-
why you would go
probably
in.
the
That's
smarter
not what I
decision
meant,
to make. I don't know legitimately that if you showed up, you would
Is this
just
yours?
possibly be
Yeah.
like strapped in chains and chucked in jail, because if they do have machinations to attack Midtown, you're presenting yourself and some of our people just to be like, dealt with before the actual attack.
Well, is everyone on board with the Order of the Mask preceding us to
He talks a lot, but I kind of agree.
Meryl finally speaks.
I don't know.
I'm not here. Banana has no say.
What if you have work? What if you dwarf?
mean, I don't necessarily. We gotta get in there. We gotta give the message. We've gotta make this happen. I'm down for it happening as soon as possible. I do think this guy needs a little bit of rest. If that's able, then you know. I mean, he's not rested now. He's all cracked up, but
He's all cracked up.
He's looking pretty.
What if you
Look like I got a glow up.
how about you,
You got a
Elf?
fat glow
What
up.
if you
You on board? What do you have to say about these plans?
Can you leave on the morrow?
I can.
On the morrow?
Was that some sort of bird?
do this strange look
It's directly bird language.
as you have like sort of like milk around the rings of
Your eyes all wide and twitchy.
Tomorrow.
That's hot.
Tomorrow.
Can you leave tomorrow?
It has to be tomorrow. I'm
Yes.
looking at my party.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's
it does.
Can't we
Yeah.
spend like another week of
It's
me
gotta
not
be tomorrow.
sleeping?
I know.
Hey,
Just see how
there's
it
gonna be a
goes.
few days on the
I
road
know,
that'll
but
make
that's
it feel
better
like we're
reason
really
to
I
just get
can't
it done.
possibly do anything more with the garden, so I'm happy.
I
to
don't
leave
know.
tomorrow.
I have apprehensions about like
It's gotta be-
meeting the Orax
But
in the current
Oh,
state
shit.
that we're in.
Yeah,
we
I
are
wanna
not
go there.
that experienced.
Wait, the
Go ahead
in
and
Orax.
the
see
order
it.
of the
The
mass.
Orax
We killed the
isn't gonna be
dragon. We're
I
good to
plan on
go.
not
We
sleeping
totally
tonight.
You don't think he's gonna be
Or-
directly affected and get
I
super
want to try to fight this
pissed?
Oni.
Maybe a little.
Yeah,
Or
but
a
he's-
lot.
Yeah, or a lot.
Could be both.
He already came up and. Oh man.
But putting it
You
off
wanna
is
go
doing
guardian?
nothing but harming the people we made promises to.
I don't know.
Oni.
We can go to the guard at night.
Oni?
We learned a lot about the Oni.
It's gonna be
You
a few
guys
days
did.
of
You gotta
travel
share that knowledge with
regardless.
us later.
It'll be a
Are
few
we gonna be
bird
able to get any
people.
sleep?
That's the thing.
kind of.
That's the thing. It's gonna be a few days of travel getting to mid Wexford anyways. So we
Look how
so
tired
regardless of
Larky
what
is.
happens tonight, we will have some time to figure out.
He's
the
a crack
journey
crash.
beforehand. But
All right.
I think it's like 2 or 3 days.
Well,
It is.
Wexford.
Should we hit the garden before?
Eat all that
You're
basil.
gonna
Yeah.
have to put Kevin in charge of watering
Oh, that's
your
right.
220
You're right.
variety garden.
I'll have to come back.
I
and
would
talk
leave
to
him
you
a
about
lump
that.
sum. He
Wait,
don't give a
it will make
fuck
an
about your
excellent
garden.
salad.
He's gonna steal
because
all
she can't even
of
tell
the
you that.
cabbage.
He should. He earned it. A lifetime of thievery. Sure, I love my party.
All right. Well, then we will await word from you after you arrive to let us know when to come and assist.
Are you so wait? Is there like I mean we're meeting here tomorrow morning, right? Is there like going to be a delegation of you guys coming with us to meet up with the rebels or what?
If you're going right to X-Space, we will just wait for word on instruction on what to do.
Okay,
Come before with us.
that works. I don't think honestly we need to drag them out just yet. I think it seems a bit repulsive, but I don't know. If you want to like suggest that they come with or stay here, Raw, I'm open to suggestions at this point. I just think we need to be a little bit more cautious about how we approach this altogether.
I guess if you have Voss, we can just send word via your bird, right?
That's still days of travel. I don't think Boss would be able to.
Then maybe some of them should travel behind us and not enter at the same time, but be
Yeah.
close enough that we can send for them.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a falcon or anything that you use for conveying message or anything like that?
We normally just send a courier.
Okay. In that case, you could potentially just send a courier with us to tag along. We can give them information too, and then they can come back. It'd probably save us some trouble.
Days though?
The female tiefling kind of speaks up. She's like,
I'll come with tomorrow,
All right.
if you guys don't mind.
Just
It's
waving.
It's fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
all right. You guys
What's her
kinda-
name? Can I ask her name?
Oh yeah,
What's your name? Tiefling?
Fox.
Fox? Nice to meet you, Fox.
Whoa, I heard something else. Perception check on your name.
Socks? No, Fox.
Got it.
Fox. F-U-X.
F-A-U-X.
Like my favorite kind of dog.
Fox.
She's like rattling off a bunch of shits and butts.
um,
Do you guys want to go to bed?
We're not
Do
back
you
yet.
do you
Mama
want
said
to
knock
come to the
you
town meeting
out.
with us so you can say something like that? What's going on?
I need a game plan. We need to knock this out.
GP.
He put his bacon over his butt.
I'm looking at you,
that's
third
good.
of team asshole.
Yeah.
Because I want this team asshole to actually function.
As you guys
Team
converse, like
crash.
everyone has kind of left the meeting hall as the Abney kind of called the meeting adjourned, but you guys are still sitting at your table.
Hey guys,
And Fox is taken off as well.
let's head back to the land and talk with Banana about our plans for tomorrow.
Banana.
Good plan, Rahazara. Thank you.
Let's do that. Are we doing anything? Are we gonna try and do anything with the Oni thing?
Don't know, but let's head back and
Yeah.
figure it out with Banana and then
Okay.
talk about it.
Yeah.
So we head back.
All right.
Of course, your wisdom's high. Thank God.
As you guys are walking back or walking out of the barracks, it's another very clear, beautiful night, and the stars are out, and it seems that now that you can see the town at night, you see that there are very few fires lit and very few homes. Their numbers have dwindled quite a bit. As you walk across the bridge to the stream and over to the richer side of town, you see like a few homes with lights on, but really, it's a quiet night. You make your way back to your keep, and all the workers have left, but a few things have been finished up. The door hinges on the front door have been fixed. As you step inside, it looks like they've started the stonework for a hearth, and
Every time that fucking kills me, it's you. You're completely
sea hearth.
that kills
yeah,
me.
it's almost a sea hearth, and
What was his fucking
Gabe.
name? Gabe! I'm sorry. I'm
Don't blow that
sorry.
shit up.
you guys walk past the stonework and up to the third floor where Banana is
Chillin'.
just working on finishing up a few bolts for her crossbow.
Damn,
Guys, check out all these cool things that I made.
That wood is sick.
That's totally sick.
You also
What's
made
You've
Yeah.
been utilizing the hours. I am
finished
impressed.
the longbow
What's
for
this
you.
broken
Thank
thing
you
over
for
here on the
helping
ground?
me in the beginning.
Like before I had to leave. Thank you so much for letting me dash on that.
What's the broken
There you
thing
go.
over there? It's like kind of shattered and
This
splintered
is
a bit.
That was a
Amazing.
failed attempt, but I have made some spoons and forks for us to eat with out of
I
it.
mean, wooden
We have nothing to
Wooden
cook with, but we can
utensils.
eat it whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Fine, when we get the
Dragon meat
for me.
roasted over that
finish,
I
we can
prefer-
burn it.
It was really good last time.
It's a sea
but,
We can eat it like
That
evil
is
instead
bad
of
for the
like.
environment.
I love Hearth. Hearth is delicious.
No, hearth.
Oh.
Oh.
Like stone.
Ow.
Nothing exciting
How are
happened
those
here like I
cinnamon
thought
bears?
it was going to.
Oh, girl, baby girl, I love you so much.
Are they?
Sin bear.
Cinnamon
How are those
bears.
sinful bears?
I said, ooh, girl.
Will you throw me one? I'm just gonna remind myself that I don't like them.
That's a good move.
Yep.
Ah,
Sorry,
They're like red
Western
hots, but
fried-
mild.
Western fried.
Red hot gummies.
There's a small place in my heart for these candies, but I don't.
It's not a
Cinnamon
good
bears.
place.
Like
it's a
cinnamon-
bad place
like
in your
It's
cinnamon-
heart.
like
I
Like
red
cinnamon
hot
Swedish
cinnamon.
fish.
Western
it's
fried.
an interesting. It's an interesting like.
Yeah, what's Western fried?
It's like Swedish
All
fish.
Western fried.
Yeah, kind of, but I think that the
Circuits.
flavor is so fascinating about it because it doesn't really
I'm
remind me
gonna die
of
of
cinnamon.
It's a
shame
red
to the
hot.
table.
It's so like violently cinnamon that I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that is almost spicy.
Yeah, but so like I don't.
teach me how to
This little devil.
Have you ever done the
I don't
cinnamon
really like
challenge?
these, but I kind of like them. I don't
You
know how
like
to
them?
explain it.
No, I
So we
get
like
it.
snort a fat line of
You ever
cinnamon.
do cinnamon gum?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Big red.
You don't like it?
He does it and doesn't.
I
What
don't.
do you
I
guys
do and I
think?
don't.
Does it
That's why
not?
I'm like putting myself.
We did
through
nothing.
one.
We goofed off while you were gone.
Yeah, a lot.
We're talking about cinnamon bears.
Cinnamon
This
bears.
is
The
some
party
pleasant
loves
above the
This
table
is
talk.
a
Cinnamon.
creature in D&D.
Why not?
Get off of me.
So
it's
what do
pretty
you guys?
good.
Ash still hates us.
So Banana, your things you made are very awesome,
What are you
but
guys doing?
we're trying to tell Banana about what's happening tomorrow.
Okay.
You're
Banana.
asleep.
I was outside at the stables making
That's
sure
gonna
that
be fixed
animals
real
were okay.
soon, manual
Then I
style.
go and I
After
check
the
my
shoddy, things
why
I
would I
made.
go into the house? I'm not going to that. I'll go to the house
Probably
afterwards just to check in
fireball.
on you guys. and we should all talk about the Oni.
Mhm.
But I'm checking out the stables, making sure the animals are happy. Everyone's happy. I don't know. Probably.
This is not. But
I see this shoddy leather work, and I go, "This is bizarre." But it's something that I don't know how to do. So, and then I go and I see that there's like a chunk of my gazebo missing, and I kind of just druid craft it back to where it was, wondering what the flying did happen, and then I go back up to the tower.
You didn't see the litter box yet.
That's
I
good.
guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it.
I fill in banana.
It smelled normal to me.
Banana.
Yes.
This
Smell
stuff
like
you did
kitty poo.
is super
She
awesome.
just stretched hers out.
Tomorrow we're supposed to make our way back to Lexus. We just want to make sure you're on board with that plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys think it's the right thing.
We've kind of just got to get moving and make sure that we put our plan into work. Keep the promises we made. We've got a tiefling that's gonna come with us, and they'll kind of stay back when we first enter, and then we can send for them if we need them.
Cool. Alright. I'm down. I think I'm gonna go to sleep before we do
I'm not
that.
going to sleep yet. We got to talk about the Oni.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Learn
idea
and
since he
ready
keeps
to
fucking
go.
up our
Let's
show.
discuss what you learned about the Oni.
We all learned about stuff.
Not
Tell
all of
me,
us,
but
Books. I
Malarkey,
read books, and I
Baldric,
learned about with books.
Meryl, please.
This Oni likes to rob children and
How
eat
come?
them.
Eat babies.
And
Well,
eat them, and then
who's
when they go
pregnant?
back to their nesting grounds, they keep their body pieces. Also,
Is it
most people
raw,
don't know
the
what they
babies?
look like. They're shapeshifters.
Yeah, they steal
They
them
can
and eat
turn
them.
into small humans or large humans. So we should look out for humans.
He said.
What about that
humans,
blue-eyed
not
baldy?
humans.
What about humans and medium?
I read what I read, and they said you could turn to small or large humans, and nobody knows what it looks like. But maybe if anyone ever saw one, maybe there's some evidence pointing to some blue skins and black claws.
I noticed your face.
And
Red
red
eyes.
eyes.
Also, if
They
it
need
tries
more
to,
than
if it
humans.
knows that we're gonna fight it and kill it, it's probably gonna flee
Noted.
before we have a chance to get it. So, my whole thing, I think we should try to trap it. I don't know how,
Well,
but we should try because otherwise we're
Did
not. gonna get
anybody
rid of
else
it.
read into trapping it?
so it loves magic stuff. Like it
Like
loves
the
it.
orb.
And it doesn't like daylight. And that's about all I got.
To be
So
honest, the orb itself is hard to kind of like get a feel for. Like it's definitely magical, but I'm not sure. You know,
Okay.
I know how to exist
So,
around it.
you guys-
although my
it's hard to
vision
it's
might
hard
be
to actually
limited.
inquire as to what the orb is without being sucked into it. So.
So, what other magic items do we have? Like, I know
Cheetos.
personally, I have a couple of things. I have the X-ray ring, and I've got the amulet,
Too powerful.
and
I mean, I've got something, but we can't lose it.
so I wonder if those things maybe, because like the orb hasn't been with us for that long, so I don't think it's attracted to
I
the
mean, in
orb.
terms of like raw power for a magical item,
Raw
I've got
power.
something that just but we just make.
You got a really
if
raw
if
staff.
If it runs off with that thing, I might be in trouble.
All right.
So,
So yeah, we probably know what it is. So
Wait,
we know
what does
what
that
we could
mean?
use. We
What
know
do you mean
what
by that?
it's just like a wizard thing.
you know. We could
a
use
lizard
it.
It's a wizard.
It's just a wizard.
I roll a deception check.
A deception check. Okay.
That's the
Oh,
DM's
shit.
job.
Natural
Very
one.
convinced.
I only answered one
That
god,
sounds
and it's not
100% like a
Meryl.
thing.
I am gaining trust in
I'll
you.
say it would have been
It wears a
insight,
beanie.
regardless you rolled a critical
And it's
fail.
not
Yeah.
this. Oh, not wearing a beanie right now.
I'll take
okay,
the
we're
crit
good.
fail. I'm still
Usually.
in the dark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also-
that sounds like 100% a thing.
So
Yeah,
then
makes
we
sense.
have a
Yeah,
thing
it's a
we could
wizard
trap
thing.
it with if
Then
we wanted to
anytime you
lure
say
it.
that-
Not
No,
trapped
I'm
it,
gonna
lure
fall
it.
for it.
Yeah,
as
lure
far
it.
as, as far as trapping is concerned, my understanding is that it doesn't like sunlight.
Son.
I also know from like kind of seeing it in action, Meryl has an ability that would be very effective against a shape changer.
What?
Good berries.
What?
Your
Yes.
moonbeam.
Good berries. Oh.
Moonbeam.
Your good beam.
Moonbeam.
Bean
Oh, got
berries.
it.
Good
Yeah, I remember
veggies.
that.
So it sounds like we have some things we could work with to trap this motherfucker.
Moonbeam
Also-
forces a shapeshifter to assume its natural form, and it does an extra chunk of damage to it. So
I have a question about the daytime thing. Does that mean daylight, or what if it was cloudy? Because I can predict the weather.
if it comes at us, it's not going to come out. It comes at nighttime, so daylight doesn't matter.
I'm just wondering. I just wanted
Unless
to
you
know.
can summon a 60-foot sphere of daylight,
Interesting.
which I can't.
Delicious.
Might be able to do that.
I can do that.
Oh, you can do that.
Wow.
Hang on,
Very
you
cool.
summon a sphere of
I
daylight,
can
not a
speak
circle.
to animals.
Daylight,
Sphere.
daylight. Yeah.
Also,
I
it,
can
it
cast
doesn't,
prestidigitation.
it doesn't like daylight, but like we can assume that daylight doesn't actually damage it because we've
scare people with
presumably
my
bumped
murder
into
eyes.
this thing while
Probably
it's in a
not a
different
naughty.
form a few times while the sun was out.
Can we
so-
set a trap tonight?
That's
Because
true.
I don't really like the idea
Get
of
some
going
snacks,
to sleep ever
bro.
again until this thing is gone.
Oh no.
Oh my!
I'm just kidding.
Part of the reason why I'm living outside is because I kind of figure like, you know,
You
probably
want to
gonna
be
fuck
baked?
with all of you,
Yeah, you're way safer.
So
and I
I'm
can
gonna
come
sleep.
Yeah.
and I can come and save
You're
you.
gonna be alone in the bushes.
I am the closest.
No, I have the aminos.
Do we have any idea as to who this thing was initially after? That
I don't know, but this bitch had my scale.
My money's on you.
The
It's weird,
first
but it would be after me when it's got her scale.
the first
but-
thing was her
Who's
scale, but
reading
you're
the
the one with the magical item.
items?
I don't
Well,
have
wait,
any
what
magical
scale?
items.
Also, it's not
Her
gonna
scale, like a
attack
scale
us
of her-
I have
directly.
her scale.
if
It
we're
had her
together.
scale. That was the first thing
a
that it ever
smile.
showed
Peeled it
us.
off her body. I didn't
Have
notice
no
that.
idea.
I'm so
Maybe it just picked it up after she shed it.
Malarkey has my scale in a box.
Yep, it's true.
Y'all are weird.
I mean, there's
I have Ash's tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a chance that you know it is the step.
It's
that you're
tracking
drawn
you.
to. Who
Yeah.
knows? Like it's hard to say. I mean, it's
I pluck a hair out and I hand it to the
I
center.
do
You
have
want my
Okay.
hair? Alright. Baldrick's got my hair.
carry
I'm gonna
on
put it in
crawler
my-
poison teeth.
I'm putting it.
I don't
I'm
know
writing
how
it down.
magical that
I got
is,
one hair.
I believe
thought
it's
you
not
sold
magical
those.
at all.
Just in case, you know, since everyone's got a piece of everybody else.
Yeah,
There's a
magical
lot for a
poisons
piece of
aren't
my
always
hair.
the same.
Just
So-
saying.
So
Everyone
Most
wants some
magical
of
we're
my
getting in
skin.
here.
So, like, the idea is, though, even with the knowledge that we could possibly lure it with a magical item, that doesn't necessarily dictate that we have a trap or a way to force it out. So,
Do you guys think we should try and fight Bonnie tonight?
Trap it,
Yes.
kill it.
It's
I don't
gonna
know
fuck up
about
our
fight
sleep
it.
patterns
Yeah,
forever.
Malarkey's working on
But not
like
tonight. Like,
Maybe
not tonight.
We got a full night's sleep last night. The only person that sleep deaf is this
Okay,
dude.
but
This is
we
knock his
are
ass
on
out.
a mission tomorrow. Like, I don't want to be completely depleted in health before we go to
Agree.
Exodus. Like,
Well,
I
Xmas takes 2-3 days.
yeah,
I
it's a few
agree
days of
about-
travel,
I
so-
agree
Which means
about
we'll
the
have time to
Ani.
just rest. We gotta get rid of the Ani now, or it's gonna fuck up our plans with Wexfus.
Okay, I mean, we could
But
try.
how do you
I
suppose
guess.
we're gonna get it here?
Like,
I don't know. We gotta try something, and then we'll try the next thing the next night, or something.
I'm
We
ready
gotta try
for-
something.
you know what?
We gotta try something.
Fuck it.
I'm,
Fine. I'm on
I was
board.
planning on staying up tonight and dealing with it, so I don't know if
I'm down to fall asleep and get woken up if something happens. I'm ready.
I'll stay in vigil.
No, you get some fuck. You're the only person who really needs to sleep. So you sleep. You fucking sleep, Malarkey.
like go in the basement by
He's gonna get knocked out. I've
He's
got a
like
hammer.
itching in the
He's got a
basement.
hammer. He's going down.
Clobber.
That hammer might
So
actually.
my
heal him, though.
constitution.
He's got it. It doesn't matter who survived it. He's a freaking cleric.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fine.
it's
Do you
a
think-
heal, not
do you
kill.
think my-
That's fine.
Either way.
Do you think my breath weapon would work on a
On a sleep deprived half elf.
no?
Yeah, probably.
Does anybody have sleeping potions?
I have, you know,
I have a
to
sleeping
be.
spell,
I have a
but it needs
hammer.
be
To be
honest,
before
I've got
use
some
it on
things I
him,
don't know
and
what
it
they
probably
are.
won't be that effective.
I have.
Wounded?
It's not a good
Oh,
option.
Got about 38.
Yeah, it's not a good option.
I've got a
It's just
cantrip
my
scroll
power.
and a second level spell scroll, but I don't know what they are.
Wait,
I
Just
have
try casting it, see what happens.
cantrip
Let
that's
me see the
If only we had some sort of
Huh?
wizard to
Let me see the
decode
spell
that
scroll.
spell scroll.
I don't
got
know.
one
It's
too.
just a second level spell scroll. I like.
Is it blank?
I didn't-
let me
like,
see it, let me see
investigate it.
You don't have to
Oh,
hand me
here.
the sheet.
Alright, I go out and I start milking all the
Here's
horses.
the thing.
And all the other.
Start milking
the
the
I'm gonna
horses.
milk the horses.
We don't
It's a
milk
thing,
the
you can milk the horses.
Yeah.
Snack.
Well,
Is this like
You don't
fucking
generally
one-
do
This
that.
is one
You
huge
can milk
udder.
anything with this.
One giant udder. We could use that
You
special
can make
sticky milk.
some-
Meryl's outside
You could make some
milking the
fermented
stallion.
I was gonna
milk.
get a bunch of
For
milk
the
for
sticky
Malarkey, because
milk.
Malarkey needs milk right now.
He
Yeah.
needs sticky
Meryl,
milk.
Not that milk, Meryl. Not
Meryl's
that
not
kind of
known why
milk.
the milk
Ugh.
like her so much.
Make some fermented
Go ahead.
bear milk.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
On the-
Wouldn't it be animal husbandry?
Shit.
It's 15.
15.
Oh, I got a little bit of milk. One drop.
Hey, at least
high
it's,
protein.
it's body
Couple
temperature, not
tablespoons.
room temperature, which might be preferable. Who knows?
Ooh, more
Well,
sleeping.
he said he already likes room temperature.
Really salty.
You got
Creaking
kicked.
cheese
Nowhere
spoons.
that it hurts. You just got kicked. You didn't really get any milk.
I should have used my animal hand.
We probably don't have female horses.
You take
I'd be willing to bet
You know,
that bears are not our
Jesus.
go-to
you
traveling
take 4
horses.
bludgeoning damage
fine. I
from your kick.
make 10 good berries and I eat 6 of them. 4 of them. Bludgeoning. I think 4 damage.
Is there enough of the herd
While
left
that's
to start a fire?
Look, if
While he's out there trying to
if
milk
we're gonna
some
do this
male
tonight,
horses.
we can't just like it's not gonna come out unless it thinks that we're asleep or if we are asleep. So we have to actually create an environment that this thing would be comfortable fucking with us in. If it's gonna be physically present. So we either have to act like we're asleep or actually have the bulk of us be asleep. We need people hiding. We need like fake bodies. I'm not sure. They might just be able
Fake
to
bodies? Did you
detect.
say fake bodies?
Knock, knock, knock.
Real fake
What is
bodies.
No, let's have some real fake
That was
bodies.
Travis putting
That's
stuff
Travis.
down.
It might just be that we. I don't know if Onis can detect if people are actually asleep.
I
We
don't-
might just
Do
wanna
they
try and
care
That's
about the
Santa
sleeping,
Claus.
or do they care about the?
Well,
They-
always
well, they wanna
seem
be
dark
sneaky.
yeah,
Yeah.
night sneaky. They want to. They. From
Just
what I
has
was
to believe
told
we're
from my
sleeping.
party, they don't like to be around when they think they're gonna get outnumbered.
Yeah,
or
So I
every
think we
single
just-
time it's come to us, we've been asleep. Yes, of course, it likes fucking with sleeping
Yeah,
people.
so I think
Maybe
we just
it just
pretend.
not
wants to be
sleeping,
around
but
us
we
'cause
need
we're
to make
limp.
it
Pretend
believe
we're
that
sleeping.
we're at a
Worms are the natural
disadvantage.
prey
Yeah,
of
that it's
Otherwise,
gonna have
it's
the
not
drop
gonna
on
come.
us.
For sure.
Exactly.
Let's just pretend we're asleep. Let's set it up like we're going to sleep, but not actually go to sleep.
It's like that
Can we
But
do
is
that?
it a magical
that
thing
creepy
that will?
novel that I read that one time. What was it? Nightmare on Pine Street, I think.
Something
I
similar
don't
to
know.
that.
Birch Road.
Cuisine.
As you guys are talking, you hear
Tom Cruise and cuisine.
echo up from the downstairs, the door kind of slapping itself from behind.
Meryl
Neat.
didn't shut
And
the
then,
fucking
That's
door.
off-putting. Oh, honey, I'm just ruining it all
You
over
hear
you.
like slow
What?
footsteps like coming up the stairwell, up the first floor,
I'm readying
in the
myself.
pavement,
Uh,
up the
You
second
guys
floor.
are in
you
my.
guys, it's
They're
probably-
on my
it's
room.
probably fucking Kevin.
Third
but-
floor.
Yeah, well, I'm readying myself. Kevin's
No,
done
we
again.
sleep on the second floor.
And underneath the door to your third floor, you just see like shadows underneath the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Shadows
gonna,
is in
I
multiple.
am
She
going
ready?
to open the door.
Okay. You open the door and Kevin's like, "Hey,
Was
Oh,
this Kevin?
I just
wanted to let you know that I put some of my stuff downstairs and, well,
Wait, we're letting him sleep in the basement?
Hell
I
yeah!
made him
I
sleep
said
in the
no.
basement. You're
I
welcome.
was
He's gonna have a hard
In the
time.
main
Oh,
room.
he's gonna have a hard
he's
time like.
sleeping
in the main room.
Yeah.
No, he's sleeping in the basement.
No,
I
he's
told
not.
him to be there.
No, he's not.
Well,
just
you
said
put his
he-
stuff there, so I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay, he
Well,
just
I'll move
said
his
he's
stuff
sleeping in
up
the
to
main
main
room.
Basement.
Kevin, wherever you want to sleep.
we were able to get some bedding in your guys' places.
And if you want to sleep in the basement so that we can have the main room
So if
to
you guys
ourselves,
need anything else, I'll be downstairs, right in my
the
story.
Where will you be?
Downstairs in the main
right-
room?
Right in my story.
In the
in
main
the
room.
basement,
Yes,
In the main-
yeah, in the foyer.
in the foyer.
It's
That's
my
where we
room,
keep our
yes.
coats.
Dobby doesn't belong
He
in
starts
the
jotting down notes.
He's writing a story, you guys. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He's writing a story.
I'm ready. Can I be in your story?
You know she's famous.
She's kind of a big deal.
Oh,
I'm kind of a big deal. Many leather bound.
I mean, it's not every day that you
Ow.
run across a dragonborn. But I normally write about my past, but I would be happy to write a story about fun adventurers such as you.
Ooh, we're ready.
All right. Well, maybe I'll just sit down right here and get your backstories right now.
Have a good night.
He sits down cross-legged, pulls out like a little ink.
We
Journal
actually,
and quill.
We were actually getting ready to go to sleep.
but tomorrow,
He's a
tomorrow.
human, right?
So long.
He's a halfling, an old ass half. So he's like 2 feet tall.
He's like a ginger gnome.
You're gonna be like,
He's a ginger hobbit.
Whoops.
Oni.
Ginger hobbit.
Okay, well,
Oh, was the half thing a humanoid?
We'll give you
Yeah,
backstory
Hobbit,
tomorrow,
every
Seven.
Hobbit.
We are humanoids.
We'll give you
Okay.
backstory
Just
tomorrow.
think Hobbit.
I can see when I'm not wanted. I'll try not to make
I
too
want to
much
know if
noise.
this
No,
guy
you're
is
awesome.
the
Don't worry
Oni.
about it.
Okay, of course. And he puts his gloves.
Wait, so no, because you're fucking stupid and you think only humans can be Onis.
Pops up the ink.
Apparently,
and,
I didn't
makes
realize
his
it
way
said
back downstairs.
humanoid. I didn't. It didn't write on the information.
Yeah, specifically that they can be humanoids.
I thought it said human.
I mean, they can just be.
I miswrote human.
Humans
Gotcha,
are
gotcha.
technically humanoids.
Yeah.
Technically.
I'm trying to look through this dude's face.
So when you
Look through it.
I want to look through this dude's face with. So he said investigation or wait what?
Probably insight. is what
Insight.
you're-
Insight. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do insight on this feller.
Travis,
I want to know if
Gary
he's the
said we
Oni because I
froze.
just read all that information about the Oni.
Okay.
And like
Pretty
he's
sure
just
he's
kind of
not the
creepy.
Oni.
Oh wait, shit. He's like hanging out in the daylight, right? Never mind.
Gary
that
said
makes
we
But
sense.
we know
froze.
that they can do that. They just
Froze.
It is
Oh.
nighttime.
15.
He is not the Oni.
Because we've seen that what we presume might be the Oni shapeshifted into that bald guy during the daytime. They don't like the same.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're
Alright.
tired. Go to bed, Tai Tai.
Tie.
I literally.
I know, it's so cute.
I almost
Sleeping
wanna
with
use it.
Its little butt. Does Mark love it?
Yeah.
It's so
I'm gonna
cute.
message Wyla. Wyla, I'm messaging you. Just throwing this out there. If you want to maybe like make him sleep and draw out this Oni at the same time, you know, knock out two birds with one stone. Get his ass to sleep somehow. Any number of physically violent ways.
Physically violent,
Or-
physically
or-
pleasant.
or
Doesn't matter.
Or spellcraft. And use him and my staff to maybe draw out this
I'm
thing.
literally
you
psychic.
know?
What, you just wave it around my head like a hoop back?
Wait, what? I mean, it's like if he's asleep and the staff is nearby. There's two fucking things the Oni gets hard for: magical items and fucking sleep. I have one.
Okay, that.
Fine. I don't know. You know, I haven't been paying attention to what's going on below
Am
the
I-
belt. So.
So we've shared some information. Is me touching your wares gonna affect
touch my
my
wares.
well-being?
The stuff. No, I don't think so. I believe it's
Well,
probably
I'll be
tethered
honest,
to me.
the idea
to
of
some
you
degree.
touching his wares makes me really
I believe-
Oh, why is that?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
Just a
we
little
have
bit of insecurity.
a
Me,
relationship.
just
You're not hearing this anyways. We're messaging. So, you know, I don't think that you need to touch it. I mean, probably the staff. If there's any concern that it's gonna mess with you, I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure it's tethered
Well,
to
also
me.
our video.
But I mean, it's a reasonable concern. So maybe like I should not. Maybe I should maintain, you know, connection with it, and just to avoid the risk.
you don't even need to
But
touch
if
it.
we
You
if
just
we
look
knock
at it.
his
That's
ass
enough.
out, and then put the staff somewhere near him, and then we all like sleep. I think it might not be a
Sleep
bad idea
except for what?
to hide. Also, would be a pretty good idea because if it doesn't know that you're present, I don't know. I really don't know enough about him.
The
She's
fourth floor.
pretty sneaky.
Let me just say, the place where you picked up there has these nice little secret rooms.
They're not secret, but they're
Put your
They're not
staff in
secret,
those,
but they're
yeah.
enclosed. You know what I mean? You could kind of put the staff in there.
That's where the coats go.
No, he sleeps holding it.